Test, test, test. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Let's see how this goes. If you see, oh, the stream's working already. Okay, I know that's good. That's a good start. We will pop out the chat. We will check this as well. Guys, if you see me and I'm not answering yet, there's a reason. I just, I'll move this back a bit. There we go. I don't have the chat up yet for myself. Well, welcome, everybody. Welcome. That's working as well. I'm just going to pause that for myself. Pause that for myself. Check this one. Make sure that's going. Check that. Yep, we're good. That's still working. Okay. We'll pull up that. Diesel, what's going on? How are you doing today? Holly and I have been busy. You probably will hear Holly in the background. She is currently cleaning up after a long day of us redoing all our teak wood. We re-sanded it and re-oiled all of it. Well, most of it. There's probably some left. We have to do some interior stuff still, but make sure this is up while we're populating everything. Excuse me. And we will get the final one wherever it is. Where it is. Right here. Get this to pop out as well. So yeah, Holly will be in the area. We'll go maybe check on her in a little bit here. Maybe she should check on me. I might be suffocated by the fumes, but I should be fine. Excuse me. Hello everybody, hello and welcome. Diesel, how are you doing today, by the way? My voice feels funny. We have a bit of a storm coming, so we'll see how long everything goes. It might eventually just end up getting destroyed by the storm with the Starlink and all that situation. I'll get going on the other as well, the third option. Do I even bother? The internet says it's good, but does that mean it actually is? I have no idea. Thomas, hello, what's going on? Sorry, just launching another one. No, we are not going to do that. I thought that guy was pretty good at first, and then he went off the deep end a little bit. Seemed like a pretty cool individual until he wasn't anymore. Nah, dude, nah. We just live on a boat. Doesn't change much other than that. Cruz, what's going on? How are you doing today? No? Wait, what? What are you saying right there? I feel like I missed it. Cruz, what are you saying? We are not on anything. We are live on everything just now. I just started it all up. Just took a second. Hello, Wyatt, what's going on? I got more chats on the stream than I know what to do with. Wait, I can get rid of this one now because I see those chats coming through. This chat I'll keep up. Anyone over on the Taylor Swift at first sight? I mean, I guess I'll take that as a compliment. I have no idea how to take that, but appreciate you. Thanks for being in the stream. Oh. Alias, what's going on? I know I call you like 6 different things all the time, but anyway, how are you doing? Holly and I just redid all our teak wood today. We were like sanding it and re-oiling everything. Holly is in fact still doing that a little bit. I think she's mostly cleaning up our mess though. I was live earlier, didn't see y'all. Sorry, wait, what? Cruz, you were live earlier? We were doing our teak on our boat. That's why we weren't even online at all. I didn't even notice what time it was until Trina messaged and said, hey, are you guys going live today? And I was like, oh, wow. Hey, Trina, what's going on? I haven't eaten today. I know Holly and I just ate too. I made Holly an omelet, and then I made some sausage for myself. We had a smoothie, so we did all that kind of stuff. Are you in El Nino's path? I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, maybe. Hopefully not, I suppose. Cruz, I didn't know you were going to go live. When do you go live, Cruz? Let me know, and I'll try to, like, pop in whenever we can. It's very windy, yeah. It's kind of off and on, though. There will have no wind, and also we have a ton of wind. So, yeah, we got everything done for the outside of the boat today before the storms kind of got here, but yes, we are. How do you shower? We got a shower right over here. Yeah, I know. Ours was horrible. Our teak wood looked really bad, so Holly and I spent the entire morning pretty much sanding it and getting it all ready. Also, Trina, thank you very much for the heart me and the 5 cools. Appreciate you. Subnautica 2. Cap, welcome, by the way. I would like to play that game. That'd be fun. Well, if we run out of food right now, we just go to the grocery store. We're at the docks. We don't have to go very far. There is a storm outside right now, but we're in a very protected marina. The storm isn't quite here, so we might eventually lose connection to you guys. We'll have to see how that goes. Holly and I were really busy, though. But, I mean, generally you just try to avoid storms as best you can, and if you have to deal with them, you go find a spot to hunker down. Zayden, welcome. How are you doing today? We are docked right now, yes. You should be safe out there, okay? I mean, I've been watching people about the flat earth all the time, and I don't believe the earth is flat. The earth is definitely round, guys. It's been round and spherical forever. For some of you. Spherical. They'll call me out for calling it round. What happens in the winter? So Holly and I actually bought the boat in the very beginning of winter, and we've lived throughout the winter in Canada here. So it's summertime now. Now it's time to actually sail and do some stuff, hopefully. We are waiting for our tender. It was supposed to come yesterday. Then we got a notification today that it won't come until the 19th. So that really puts a damper on things. We're hoping that comes soon, though. Oh, yeah, let me turn this up, too. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Boom. Have you experienced sharks or orcas or any other scary animal in the ocean? Orcas are not really that scary to humans. They're scary to a lot of other animals. There's lots of orcas around where we are. There's actually quite a few sharks as well, but most of them aren't super aggressive. We're in Canada. It's there are shark attacks that have happened in Canada, but it's pretty rare compared to a lot of other warmer areas. How much are we saving? So that's a loaded question. Part of the answer is we would be saving a lot if we had the same jobs we did before. Earth is donut shaped, maybe. The Earth could be donut shaped. We spend a lot less living on the boat than we did at a house, but we also aren't making the same amount as we did before. So that's kind of like I guess we're not saving as much, but maybe eventually. My friend lives in a boat and is parked outside his mom's house. So that's cool. Ours is not parked outside your mom's house, or his mom's house. Ours is parked on the ocean, but it is in the marina right now. Wait, what? I missed that one. What was that about? Is it true that at night it's colder than outside? Takita, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is it true that at night it's colder than outside? I don't know what that question means. Jules, the Earth is definitely spherical. Or a donut. I guess we'll go with the donut. Why not?
It's not a donut. That's another theory.
It's spherical, guys. There's no donut. It's not flat. I don't know if you could hear Holly in the corner shouting over here. We're not shouting, just matter-of-factly telling us. Our boat is 35.5 feet long, and we are on a boat. Yeah, we're on a sailboat right now. If you guys really want to, I can give you guys a tour as well eventually here, but yeah, this is kind of... You can kind of see the door. Holly's just out there right now. Holly and I we did all the teak wood on the boat, for the most part, most of it today. We redid a bunch of oiling and sanding. Is it colder in the boat than outside? I think they mean. No, our boat is pretty warm. Do you mean, like, does it get colder because the water, like, cools the boat? That could be what they're asking. You look like that one guy. I'm not sure what that means, but appreciate you. I'm sure the boat would get kind of cool, but also we have heaters, so we don't really get cold. Oh, or the waves that they make it. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Actually, I do, but I'm just going to ignore that question real quick, like. What about winter? So Holly and I already lived through winter. We've already dealt with that. We survived winter. We bought the boat October 24th. We dealt all winter long, 6 months of it, and then we moved. Now we summertime's here, and hopefully we can go do some nice stuff. Now, what's my opinion on French fashion? I have no idea what French fashion even is. As you can see, I'm wearing a black t-shirt. Do I look like I know French fashion? I got like the most uninteresting shirt on in the entire world. I could go get my flowery shirt on if you want. We got some like Hawaiian style shirts. International or domestic travel? To be scared of sharks. Wait, international or domestic travel? I mean both. Holly and I really want to travel all over the place. You guys are lucky. We are lucky, but we also worked really hard to be here. It took a lot. We sold up everything. We gave up a lot to do what we're doing right now. And we spend a lot of time working on the boat. Do we live on the boat or do you live on the water? I mean, technically, we live in the boat on the water. But I never worded that way, so who can say? Cheaper than a house, do you think? It is cheaper than a house, yes. Our boat was $36,000. The cheapest like condo that I looked up recently was 180-ish thousand Canadian dollars. So like, what is that? 3, 4, 5, like six times as expensive, maybe even more. We do not have AC. We haven't had to deal with the heat yet. We've only been on board 6 months and it's been winter time. Internet is Starlink, yes. What is your daily routine if you encountered a strong... Wait. What is your daily routine if you encountered a strong, and waves? I'm assuming you meant strong storm. I mean, the routine for a strong storm, it depends where we are. Right now we're at the marina, so our routine doesn't really change. We might change if we go to the grocery store or not, because we're like, we don't want to go get wet. If we were out in the ocean, we would probably decide to move yesterday or a couple days ago so we could avoid the storm as best we could. We have lots of apps to try to predict things like that. We haven't really had to deal with that yet, though, so. What kind of fees? We pay a marina fee, so we do pay to be at this parking spot in the marina right now. We pay about $575, so we do rent that space. That gives us access to electricity, which we do pay extra for, but we do have access to it. We also have water, bathrooms, showers, and washer and dryer. So we have lots of accessories, or whatever you want to call that, with the fees, but we do have to pay that. Happy Thursday to you as well, Daniel. What state are you in? We're north of any state. We're in Canada. We're on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, north of the San Juan Islands in Washington State. Our good buddy Trina is not too far from us down in the south. And also we have a buddy down in San Diego, which is obviously a bit further down, but Husky 501. Yeah, what do you know about Husky 501s? I personally got a 501. Holly herself over here, she's got a 350. I don't know if you heard her in the corner. She's just outside right now doing some stuff. Do we row a dinghy to work? We're waiting for our dinghy. We don't have one right now. The dinghy was supposed to be here yesterday. Then today I got updated saying it would be here on the 19th. So we're kind of bummed out by that. But I think you inspired me to buy a boat. You should totally do it. Buying a boat is fun. There is a lot you have to figure out. It's an adventure. It can be scary at times, but it's awesome. Does the boat float in water? We are currently floating in the water, yes. In fact, I can see the boat moving and all the boats around us moving. We're at a marina right now. We're at a dock. I hope you keep this show going. I think it's important for people to see, especially people who are interested in heading down to Florida. I think this might be the idea. Might be great. I mean, we're trying to. Holly and I really like to do the lives. How big is the skiff? It is like a 9.5 foot, I think. Somewhere, I think 9.4, I think is what it is. It's a weird one. It's a catamaran skiff. But yeah, we would like to keep the lives going as much as we can. Obviously, depending how much power it draws, they'll have to be maybe shorter. We'll have to do just on the phones or something like that. We're going to probably end up doing more videos when we're out sailing and less lives, but we hope to still be able to do this. Well, if somebody gets super sick and we're in the middle of the sea, I guess we can call a Coast Guard. I know you can also call military sometimes. Obviously, that can cost quite a bit. Usually, depends what country you're in. So if you're in like Canadian water, you call the Canadian Coast Guard. If you're in the American water, you call American Coast Guard. If you are in the middle of the ocean somewhere, then you have to figure that out. You can call rescue. There's rescue teams that can come for you. But obviously, the further away you are, the harder that is, and maybe even impossible for people to get to you. How much for a good boat? Depends what you mean by a good boat. Holly and I decided this was a good boat. It wasn't perfect, but it is... Also, Arknoid, I will give you a tour if you want. I'll show you how big the boat is. I don't have any pictures currently I can pop up on screen, but I can show you a tour right now. I know, we got a notification saying it's coming. I know, Kat, but Holly and I really wanted to get out and actually start like sailing and doing some stuff, even going for some like island tours just with the boat. So it is frustrating that we got told that it won't be here for a little bit longer. Sorry, what was the question I was just asking? I already forgot. I will give you guys a tour in a minute. Sorry, 1 second. I already forgot what I was talking about before that. I got sidetracked. Sorry about that. Whoever's question I was answering, oh, no, I don't remember. The big struggles about life and everything. So sometimes boat life has been a struggle. I mean, a lot of it has to do with there's like mental sides to things too. When you decide to change your entire life and buy a boat and sell all of your regular stuff, you kind of leave the comfortable life you know, and you're like push yourself to an unknown state where you're not sure exactly how things are going to go. And sometimes that is really trying. So anyone who's done this, Trina, who is in the TikTok chat with us right now, she's one of our mods. She knows about this too. She has kind of done the same thing, just in an RV, so very similar, but different. But it's one of those things, you step outside your comfort zone to be able to do something like that. Yeah, exactly. Trina was talking about this yesterday in her live. Be bold. It is very scary. It takes a lot to be able to do something, and it takes even longer, or not even longer, but just like more to be able to continue doing it. Our boat was $36,000, and I will show you guys the outside. Sorry, I know a few of you have asked already. Give me a second here, if I can get this to pop up. I will switch to my phone so you guys can see. While I'm doing this, I won't be able to see your questions, guys, so don't hold the questions. Keep asking them. There's the kitty, so anyone wants to know where the kitty's at? She's just chilling right here at the end of the bed. Hey, Cece. There you are. There's the kitty, everybody. Boats can be more expensive. Oh, somebody was asking what was a good price for a boat. Our boat was $36,000. It was pretty much ready to go, but it wasn't perfect. There was some stuff we had to do to the boat, and we still have to do to the boat. It doesn't have a lot of the electronics that some of the more modern, expensive boats have, but you don't need everything. You can do a lot with your phone nowadays, too. So anyway, here's the start of the tour. This is the V-berth. It is a bedroom. If I step back a little bit, you might be able to see that there's like a door there and a door on this side as well. You can close this up. You can have a mattress up here. Holly and I basically use it for our closet. So we took the mattress out, and then up top here, you can fully climb out through that hatch onto the deck of the boat. It is a full bed. It's just a weird shape because it's the front. That's why they call it the V-berth. Looking back, so standing in the V-berth, looking towards the back of the boat. This is the bed that Holly and I use. We also game here. It's like our living room, our bedroom, our workspace. That's kind of everything. That's my computer monitor. That's the camera you guys were looking at me on before. Normally we have a camera outside too, but it's been really windy. We've been working outside today, so I decided to just quickly go live while we were still finishing up. I'm not sure how long the live will last because it might get stormy and we might lose connection. We are on Starlink internet. So right here, this is the navigation table. If you have paper charts, which we do right there, you can kind of see them just kind of laying there. We have a few more paper charts inside this table as well, but you can do your chart plotting here. We also have all the battery information up top there, the VHF radio that we can use to call for help or talk to other boats. There is our propane. The flashing thing is for the propane. It's not actually flashing. It's just, refresh rates on phones or whatever you call that. This is the kitchen. We got a propane stove and oven right here. So, and we have a 12-volt fridge right here as well. It goes all the way in the back there. It's actually pretty big. The back of the boat does have a bedroom. It has, Holly and I, again, we basically use it for storage. We got the cat litter here. We got a 3D printer right there that we do use to 3D print lots of parts for our boat. People asked about showers. So we got a shower right here. I'll show you another one. We actually have a shower out on the back of the boat. I might not be able to show you it right now, actually, but we have 2 showers. Plus, we're in the marina. We can use the marina showers. Because we're at the marina, we don't use this one, which is why there's just junk here right now. But there's the sink peanuts. Everyone always asks where they went. We used to have them in the sink because we would feed the crows, and we haven't been using this bathroom. There's the toilet. Yeah, that's kind of the bathroom. The Yanmar diesel engine is right down here below the stairs. There's Holly. But yeah, if you open this up, there's a Yanmar 3G. Oh, Holly's going to do it. Thank you, Holly. So there's our diesel engine. People want to know, we have a sailboat. It does sail. It uses sail power, wind power, but we also have that diesel engine we can use to charge the batteries, and we can also use to move around if we need to. And then I'll step outside really quick. It's a bit of a mess, but Holly's been out here cleaning quite a bit. One of the things we did today actually is, you guys probably, the top, that wood piece there, we just recently re-oiled and re-sanded that. The other thing we were doing today is we re-oiled all this teak wood. So this wood was really old and rotted looking. It was really bad. So Holly and I took all of it apart. We sanded it all and we just re-oiled it. We'll probably have to re-oil it again in the next couple days because it was so dry. It'll probably just absorb it all. Oh. I almost took a dive there. It's a little slippery. Were you waxing it?
Just the edge.
We bought some wax today too, so everything's a little bit slippery. I gotta be careful. I guess, I don't know if I showed you guys the water really, but sorry. There's the water. I didn't know. I don't think I even really showed you guys, but and then behind Holly on that side. So we are in the marina. We're not doing anything super crazy or exciting at the moment. We're waiting for a tender. We've been cleaning up the boat and working on it. That's kind of been our mission lately. We have 4 195 watt solar panels. So I guess we have, what is that, 4, almost 800, whatever that would be, minus 20. So 7, what is that? 7, I can't even do the math right now. 760. That answers the solar. Yeah, we do have solar. It's pretty good. We would like better solar, honestly. I wish I could have a boat. I mean, if you afford rent, you can have a boat. You can. There's lots of people that live in the marina here, and they don't go anywhere. They just like go to work, and they just park on the water, and then on weekends they can take the boat out if they want. So you can totally do this. It is totally possible as long as you obviously live somewhere near the coast. Holly and I actually did not. We lived in the middle of Canada, in Calgary, Alberta, and we moved out here to buy the boat. So we took a big risk doing it, but we're enjoying it so far. The boat is 35.5 feet long. And sorry, I missed a couple comments. Do you guys know how to swim? We do. The solar panels for energy, yeah, we can make electricity. So right now we're plugged into the dock, so we have shore power. So we have unlimited, but if we need to and we're out in the middle of nowhere, we can still generate power with the solar. We also have that diesel engine I was showing you guys, which we can use to charge things up as well. You can report us to the marina owner if you would like to, Tanka, but we just talked to them this morning. They were watching us stand the boat. So you're more than welcome to report us to the marina owner. They know we're here. We pay extra to be here. But appreciate you being so concerned about somebody else's life that you had to decide to tell everybody in chat that for some reason. 300 watts of solar for $100 is amazing. Usually it costs in Canadian dollars anyway. It's almost $1 a watt. So if you get 300 watts for 100, that's like a third the cost. You did really good with that. I mean, it is used, but that's fine too. Is it sinking? Always. Boats are always sinking, but it's mostly not sinking. We got one pet. Yeah, I did show you guys earlier. I'd show you again, but she's up here in front of me. Let me see if I can pop that up on the screen again. 1 second. Resume. We got the kitty cat. Her name is Cece. She's just chilling right there. She's having a snooze. She's had a rough day yesterday. It started raining when she was outside on deck, and then she had to run around, so she's been extra tired, I guess, or something like that. I bet there's little or no crime. I bet there's zero crime. I mean, there's definitely crimes in the area, but hopefully we don't have to deal with that. We're on a very protected marina with a locked gate. Our boat's locked up. We also have a lot of really good neighbors, and everybody knows who's in the area. So we're not the only ones live here. So to that person that said they were reporting us again, to the marina owners, you're going to have to report all the other people here too, because they're all in the area, and we're all friends and neighbors, and we all know each other right here.
And then you'll just be wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, you'll be wasting everybody's time at that point, but you do you. Our boat only can go about 8 knots, and we've only done about 5, I think, so far. That's on like engine power. Every time we've taken the boat out and tried to raise the sails, we didn't really have much wind. Wintertime is either all wind or no wind, so when we went out, it was mostly no wind, because too much wind is a little bit scarier. Or should I say, make the boat rock? If you want me to stand back there and run back and forth, I could do that. I know you're getting at something else, but, you know, if you want to be a pervert, I suppose you could be. Now we're getting to Karen's. I know, there's always a couple of those, Kenneth. That's how it goes. How would you know if it's sinking? So we have a bilge right down here. Basically, any water that's forming in the boat goes to the low spot, and the low spot's right down there. We open that up. There's actually a pump in there to help pump stuff up. Even if we are at, if it rains and water comes in, or if we have condensation, it all runs into the bilge. Or even a shower runs into the bilge. Sell our 2 houses. Oh, wow. And that's awesome. Optical, if you can do that, you'll be chilling. Obviously, you already know that, but we'll see how protected you are. I mean, you can see how protected whatever. I don't think we're protected. We just are doing what we're legally allowed to do. So we're not protected by anything. We're just safe because we're not breaking any rules. Calgary is named after Calgary in Scotland. Is it actually? I did not know that. We don't plan to sell the boat, Brandon. I guess we could. You want to come with us? You can come join the colony as well if you'd like. What do we eat for food? I cooked an omelet for Holly, and then I cooked some sausage, and we had a, what do you call those things? A smoothie as well. And yeah, if you guys are wondering, Holly is here. She's just outside right now. She's doing work, and I'm just being the lazy one on the stream.
That's not true. We're both doing work, just different kinds.
Different
You're
kinds.
doing the stressful kind.
There we
and
go.
I'm doing the stressful kind.
The other stress. Yeah, 100%. As in all 3 liveaboards. I mean, there's more than 3. There's actually quite a few liveaboards here. I want to say there's over 6 on our small dock section. And everybody notices as soon as somebody shows up. Yes. It's very well known. Like I said, it is a locked gate too, so people know fairly quickly when you're not supposed to be here. Obviously, new people do show up, and especially in the summertime, but people keep an eye on people until they get to know them a little bit.
Plus, it's just a shitty person being like that.
That is true too. You don't have to worry about. We do technically, so we do pay rent at the marina here. So where we are right now, we do pay rent. But when we're out in the open ocean, we don't pay any rent out there. So we've been kind of waiting throughout the winter. We've been paying dock fees while trying to wait the winter out. Now that the winter's over, we're just waiting for a few things like a skiff or a tender, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully that comes soon. Sorry, what did Jorg say? I'm kind of curious now. Right there. Oh, I'm going to miss it. Jorg, what did they say? I missed it, and I'm disappointed in myself for missing whatever they said. I guess it wasn't that important. What would you do? What would you advise as a first-time buyer who's thinking to buy a sailboat? Do's and don'ts, please. So again, I always say this. Holly and I are also fairly new to this, so I would maybe look at talking to somebody that knows more than we do about that kind of stuff. But as the people that also recently went through it, we do know quite a bit of stuff to look for. One of the big things you should do if you're buying a boat, stay out of people's business. I don't know what you're saying, Jorg, or anybody else. But anyway, I'm not whose business anyone's in. But yeah, one of the big things is if you're going to buy a boat, do get a survey. It's one of the more important things to do. It's basically just a really big inspection. They pull the boat out, they check everything over, and they'll let you know all the problems so you know everything that you're buying. The other things, if you don't want to do that, or you just want to check things over yourself, check the bilge. So usually it's under the floor. It can often be screwed down, but there's usually a few panels that aren't, and depending, you can obviously ask people to check in there. See if there's any water just sitting in there, and if there isn't, see how dirty or clean it is. Check the engine compartment, check the hoses for any oil leaks. Obviously, if it's a good seller and they're trying to hide stuff, they'll just clean it up, but it's a good thing to check anyway. Check all the compartments for any water or mold or anything like that. What's another thing we would probably do if we were redoing it all?
Well, the mechanical side too. That's a big one.
Yeah, just checking all the parts. So like all the blocks, they call them. It's basically the pulleys for the boat. Check all they call them shivs, the pulley wheels. Make sure they're not like dry rotted and cracked and stuff. And if they are, you'll have to buy new ones or get them to get a little bit better of a deal. Lots of little things like that. If you get a chance, you could talk to the owner. If you're going through a broker, they don't really let you do that though. They kind of protect both sides that way. Yeah, and slip fees are paid by the foot. So our boat is $5.75 a month. If you have a bigger boat, it's a more expensive. If you have a smaller boat, it'll be way cheaper. And yeah, I'm trying to think of something else you do to check on a boat. Obviously, you want to make sure it has like the safety equipment, or if it doesn't, you're gonna have to buy those.
The bottom painted.
Yeah, when was the last time the bottom was painted and cleaned? When was check all the batteries, all the lights in the boat, all that kind of stuff. All the little things that you just are gonna end up doing anyway. Make sure the propane works. Hello. Wait, where'd you go? I missed it. Where did you go? Patrick Star, there you are. Welcome, Patrick. How are you doing today? No migraine right now, Patrick. I'm doing well. Holly and I spent most of the morning re-oiling our teak on our boat. So we sanded a bunch of it and re-oiled it all. We bought some teak oil the other day. If you want to actually learn to sail, get a survey. If it's because you want to live on the water, look into houseboats. Yeah, it's true. Although houseboats can be really expensive, but it really depends what you want to do. You could totally buy a sailboat and live on it. There's actually a lot of people here that do that because you can buy fairly cheap sailboats for cheaper than it. But I mean, it is better, obviously. If you don't want to sail at all, obviously a sailboat is kind of overkill for what you want to do. But it really depends on what you want to do and stuff like that. Sailboats can be a lot of maintenance if all you want to do is sit at the dock. So there's that. What's the best way to learn to sail if you don't know anyone with a sailboat? So you can get a course. Why is Carlos saying blah, blah, blah? You can totally get a course. That's totally a thing you can do. They are pretty expensive. You do have to get a Pleasure Craft license, PCL, in Canada anyway. I'm pretty sure the States probably has something similar. How safe is it for health? Pretty good, as long as you're safe and careful. What was I saying? How to learn to sail. Also, just doing it. When we were watching there was like a group somewhere, and they were all asking each other like, how did you guys learn to sail? And almost everyone says the hard way, just getting on the boat and messing with stuff. There's a ton of information out there. You can talk to people that own boats now. You can talk to people on the internet, like us, I guess. We're pretty new, so I don't know if we're that good at information. But there's also like a million other people you can talk to and good videos out there on how to do stuff. And then you just go out and mess with stuff. Obviously, be safe. Don't do anything you shouldn't do. But hi from Calgary. We're also from Calgary, Kim. Just curious, how do you guys help pay for essentials? I mean, right now, this is what we're doing. We're doing the lives. We're also making videos. Wanda, hello. But, sorry, what was I saying now? I lost my train of thought there. We're from Calgary as well. That's where we lived for the last 12 years. And yes, we saved up a long time. We sold everything. So Holly had a truck, I had a car, I had a trailer, and some like motorcycles and stuff. We sold pretty much everything except for what's on the boat now. And we bought a $36,000 boat. So quite a bit cheaper than any car, especially in like the Calgary area. Obviously Vancouver's way expensive too, so. I'd have a son, wait. Mortgage. I'm not sure what you're talking, Kenneth. I feel like I missed part of your conversation there. Or I just don't understand what you're saying exactly. But you're usually pretty on the point, so. A seasoned captain is the best way. Dangers can happen quick and you need to react instantly. I'm not saying it's not. If you can afford to totally go get a trained professional to help you out, there's a lot of people that can't afford that. A lot of people want to learn themselves too. You can also buy really small boats. So one of the things you could do is go get a laser and learn to sail that way. Let me just block that beautiful art that guy's posting out there. And I'm not disagreeing. There's a lot of people that say you can't learn online. I disagree with that. As somebody who is actually mechanically trained professionally at a school, and also somebody who's been a motorcyclist my whole life, I also don't think you need to do professional training all the time. Professional training is the fast track. It works. It doesn't work for everyone as good as some people. Everybody learns differently, but it would help you get a leg up. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't do that way. It's just, I don't think it's fully 100% necessary. It can be dangerous, but make sure you're just careful about stuff. And it depends what you're doing as well. And I'm not disagreeing. If you're a pro captain, obviously you know a lot more than I do, but I'm just saying. Cruz, my head is doing all right today. My spelling is with a Y, so you are correct with that. The first one. I think you had it, the first one. We have no pirates here. We're in Canada right now. Are the boats designed for work? What do you mean by that? Our boat's a sailboat, so it's like a pleasure craft. It's not really meant for doing anything commercially. You could do commercial stuff with it, but then you need a commercial captain's license, which takes a long time to get. It costs a lot of money. And then you have to also get commercial insurance as well. So there's lots of things you'd have to do. You'd have to actually be a proper captain like that other guy that was in here just talking about it. What's happening, dude? Not too much. We're just kind of hanging out. Holly's outside right now. I'm just inside. We have a bit of a storm coming in, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully everyone else is doing well today. How is everyone doing? Aren't you tired of eating fish? I mean, we had a smoothie today with strawberries and bananas. We also had sausage, which I think had pork in it. And then we had... Holly had an omelet with eggs. So we actually didn't have any fish today. I haven't had fish in a little while. Mini truck. I also like mini trucks, by the way. When I was at SAIT learning to become an automotive technician, like a mechanic, my instructor, one of them, was a mini truck guy. So I like mini trucks. We haven't traveled too far yet, but we do plan to. That's the goal. Sailboat racing would be awesome. Holly and I aren't skilled enough for that yet. I got a Tasco microscope today. Alias, you're always getting the crazy stuff. That's awesome, though. You always get like the, where did you find that? That's awesome. We do pay to live at the marina right now, yes. And we do our best to answer everybody, yeah. Somebody just said thank you for answering. We do our best to answer everything as best we can. We don't always get to everybody, but we try our best. What body of water are you on? We're not in Calgary now. So Holly and I lived in Calgary for the last 12 years. We moved out to Vancouver Island. So right now we're on the Pacific Ocean in Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. SAIT. Yes, that's where I went to school. Yeah, SAIT stands for, what is it? Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. So they do kind of like everything, technology and mechanics and stuff like that. Thrift. Of course you did, Alias. That's awesome. Are you looking for extra help? Unfortunately, our boat's not that big. Our boat's 35.5 feet. It's big enough for Holly, myself, and the kitty, and that's still probably too small. Around 500 a month. It's like 575 right now. Yeah, you guys gotta respect Anthony. He is my father. You don't respect him, you're out of here. Blackwater tank. So right near us, we have a Blackwater pump out station. It's a self-serve, so you just show up, you remove the waste tank cap, you stick in, you turn on the pump, then you plug it into, it's like a giant vacuum basically. You pump it out, and then when it's done, you put it in the water, let it suck in some water to clean out the hose, and then you hang it back up. I'm from Edmonton, that's why I'm giggling about Sate. Okay, Nate all day, 100%. I actually knew a guy that went to Nate, and then he came to Calgary, and he went to Sate for the last couple of years, so there was always that Sate-Nate rivalry. Dude, you can't learn online. Dude, you totally can learn almost anything. As somebody who was a professional mechanic, I think you can learn to be a mechanic online. I am also somebody who's motorcycled for over 20 years of my life. I think you can learn that online. You do not need to be taught professionally everything in the world. Everything nowadays makes you go and get a professional course, but I do not think it's 100% necessary. Most people I know that learned to sail did it on their own, not in a professional way. I'm not saying you shouldn't go for the professional. If you want to learn faster, that's the way to do it with minimal risk, but I don't think it's necessary. How do you have solar, and how bought a Negro? Oh, you're trying to be, I see. Tim, let me just, everyone delete Tim. Everyone just go mute Tim right now. Where is he at? He is trying to be a racist human being. We do not like that. That's the one thing we do not stand for here. If you're going to be racist, you're just gone. It's not funny. We do have solar power, yes. I will respond to his question that was actually the good part of his question, and then he tried to get me to say something I shouldn't have, like an idiot. UFOs being underwater, maybe we'll have to see. Thank you guys for the follows. I see a bunch of people following. A bunch of people have subscribed today. Thank you guys all so much for all that. We do appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys see Tim on TikTok, just go block the person. They're obviously just a troll. They don't deserve to be on the internets. No, sorry, we did live in Calgary, not anymore though. Yeah. Can you imagine? We just on a sailboat on the Bow River. I don't think the Bow River is even deep enough for our sailboat. There's probably a few spots we could, but that'd be sketchy. That'd be crazy. Good evening, sir. Hello, Evan. What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, we almost had him. We almost had who? Tim? No, Tim's gone now. Everyone's going to delete Tim. If you see Tim in the chat, I mean, if there's another Tim, if you're a good Tim, you're welcome. But if you are all lowercase Tim and he has said something racist in chat, just go block him. Why not? We have a couple plants. We have Spike, the plant over here. It's a snake plant. We also have a shamrock plant. We used to have a mint plant, but it passed away. It didn't make it. User, we would like to sail to a tropical place. That's part of the thing we're doing. We got stuck here. We basically, Chris Jericho. I feel like I'd have more zeros in my bank account with just Chris Jericho's name. We would like to sail further south. We bought the boat in the wintertime, and we had to figure a bunch of stuff out. You have a big support club in Croatia. Come to the Adriatic coast. I mean, I'd love to go there. Holly and I would love to travel pretty much everywhere. Long day of cutting trees. Evan, that's cool. You want to hire Holly and I? We could come cut trees with you. You're probably not, I guess, in charge of all that, but you know. What did he say? He was just being racist. I'm usually the kind of person that does not block people. I will usually mute them if you are spamming chat, but I don't try to block people because I don't think that's something you should do. I feel like people have the right to have questions and even disagree with what we're doing. You don't have to think what we're doing is smart. You don't have to think what we're doing is what everyone else should do. It's when you be racist to other people in chat. You can even be racist to me. I don't care. It doesn't really bother me. But if you're going to be racist to other people randomly in the chat and try to get us to say something racist, that's when I get upset. So, House Hippo, you are not. You're good. You are not muted. I'm just ignoring your questions because I don't know how to answer them. They're the same color as my hair, dude. It's pretty easy to figure that out. Everyone has a dirt circle track. Hey, dirt circle tracks are cool. I'm all about the 24-hour ones too. Those are pretty good. Any kind of endurance. Thank you, Samurai. Could you please? I'll do that instead. So I do have opinions on lots of different countries and what they're doing in the world. Oh, sorry guys, 1 second. That's our Starlink cutting out. We'll see how well it does. We have a storm coming in, so we might lose connection eventually. We'll have to see how that goes. So Holly and I try to keep things not political at all on this channel. We are not the channel for that. Our channel is literally just for sailing and doing things in the world that are different, enjoying your life, and doing new stuff. So we avoid politics as much as possible. We, of course, do have our own opinions on situations going on. But I will say this. Just because a country does something doesn't mean the people involved in that country are all for it either. So I think Holly and I would both agree that we should respect all people, but the country and maybe the governing bodies of said countries don't always deserve the respect. So there's that. But every human being does deserve some kind of respect, unless, you know, you're the ones causing terrible problems, then that's a whole other story. But until you know otherwise. 6 years, year-round, shrink wrap, and bubblers in winter. Wait, I feel like I missed something. I lived in Portland, I see, on a catch in Port Credit Marina, Toronto. Oh yeah, Toronto, you definitely have to do that. We're up here in Vancouver Island. We don't really have to deal with the bubblers. We do have Starlink. So yeah, my dad's in chat, Anthony, Saskatchewan. If you guys see him, he knows a lot of this stuff. So if he's answering questions that you guys are asking, he does know the answers for the most part, I think, everything. But we do have Starlink internet, yes. Does the whole boat sink when you... no, because we got a toilet and a black water tank, so I don't know why it would sink. We're in the Pacific Ocean. I apologize. I cannot read anything that your chat is saying. I guess I could copy and paste it just to see what you're saying, to decide if you need to be muted or blocked here. No, I'm not even gonna bother, actually. Madison, personally, no. But again, we don't talk politics on here. So, yeah, we didn't join the live to talk politics. Everybody has their opinions on stuff, but we're not here to talk about politics. That's the whole thing. We have PC, so Holly and I both play computer games. Yeah, my dad's in here. He helps moderate. Thank you, guys. My dad, Trina. Who else is here that's a moderator right now? I think it's just my dad and Trina at the moment. If there's any other moderators, put your hands up. I don't think there isn't anyone right now. Living on a sailboat is your dream. I hope one day you're able to achieve that dream. It took a lot for Holly and I to get here. We do live on a boat. Yeah, we're on this boat right now. That's what's up. Yeah, we play games. Holly and I do like gaming a lot. Prior to making an income to content. Sorry, John, what did you... I missed something. Where are we at? So right now our source is savings, and we hope to make something. We are making a very small amount, but it's not enough to break even yet. We hope to eventually get to that point where we can break even. And I apologize, also, did I miss anything over here? I don't think so. Okay, just checking. We do use Starlink internet, yes. Guys, I can hear the wind. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's getting windier, so if our stream cuts out, I apologize. If you haven't already, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, follow, do all that kind of stuff, because it might cut out and then you're going to lose us forever. So if you don't mind, do that stuff now if you're interested in seeing more of our stuff. I'll keep going live for now, but it might eventually cut out. We'll see. Right now, we do not get a lot of our food from the sea. That's one of the things we'd like to do more of. We're at the marina right now, though, so it's a little bit harder to do that kind of stuff. Does anyone else here watch, what's his name? Oh, I'm going to forget his name now. He's on TikTok, I believe. Sailing Songbird. He's really cool. He was on live yesterday. He's out in the Philippines somewhere on the water, and he was just chilling. He had a ton of people in his live. Yeah, somebody was asking about this. This is our dehumidifier. There is a Husqvarna decal on it. Holly and I make our own decals for our bikes, and we just had an extra one, so we threw it up there. Yeah, right now we're on the marina, so we're not really worried about the storm. It's just, you know, one of those things we might lose connection because of the internet. Well, I'm sorry that you're still in cold weather. It's been getting nice here, but right now it's a bit stormy. I don't even know what our temperature is right now. Let me have a look. It currently is 16 degrees Celsius, so not too bad, but it's also not beautiful. I did actually not know that. JOOG1. I don't know if you'd want to use this, but I guess it could be used as a transport or something. It'd be stealthy, I guess. Ever watch the... Ben, I don't know if I have seen them, no. Yes, we're on Vancouver Island. Patrick, I saw Savage Chicken. He was live last night, I think. I haven't seen him today yet, though. You have a Canadian accent? Yeah, Holly and I live in Canada. We're on Vancouver Island. Holly grew up in Ontario. I grew up in Saskatchewan. We both lived in Calgary, Alberta, well, Airdrie specifically, but Calgary area for the last 15 or so years. And then we moved out to Vancouver Island here to buy the boat. Sherco is better. Hey, I would love a Sherco, honestly. The Sherco Supermoto, the 500. I love that bike. I like the Husqvarnas that we have. They're amazing. I got the 501. Holly's got the 350. We would like to get some Supermoto wheels for them. Right now we got the Enduro, like the street legal off-road tires, but we also like to go on Ghost Lake and rip around in the winter with studded tires. Yeah, property tax is awesome when you live on a boat, yes. The Husqvarna logo, Holly and I do have some Husqvarnas, but right now we have 2 bikes we use to get on land, to go around on land if we need to. We sold our cars and everything like that, and we have a chainsaw as well. What got us into boat life? Holly and I just wanted to do something different. It was the main thing is we were working day in and day out at a job that obviously, I don't know if you guys, I'm not going to say every job is like that. There's really good employers out there. I don't want to throw every job under the bus. We worked for a place that was actually amazing to work for with a lot of really good employees and also management and like everything in between. But then the management changed and everything went downhill. And we just were working at a place that obviously did not care what you were doing in life. They laid me off eventually and then tried to rehire me as a seasonal. At that point, I was like, I'm not coming back. I'm done with this place. So I just resigned and I left. Holly stayed at the same place. We both worked at the city of Calgary, and she stayed there for another 8 months, and then she quit too because of how bad it got. And we decided it was either now or never. Like, we can get back into a new career, or we go back to another place similar to that. And like I said, not every place is going to be like that. But I think a lot of the places in the world now are all about money first, and everyone is out for themselves. It's all about greed, a lot of corporate greed too. And that was working for like a government job. So yeah, we decided it was now or never, and we went for something big. We sold all of our stuff and we bought a boat. I'm doing good. How are you doing? And yes, we do have one pet. Her name is Cece. She's just at the bottom of the bed. I can actually show you guys if you want. Let me turn on my phone camera real quick. There's the kitty cat. Somebody asked if we have pets. And yeah, I like the Enduro. So, 2-strokes are awesome. In Canada, you can't technically, legally have a 2-stroke that is street legal. People get around that sometimes, and you can't. There is street legal 2-strokes, but it's not really supposed to be a thing. You can get harassed and lose it if you're not careful. So I do like 2-strokes a lot. There's nothing wrong with 2-strokes. I have the 501. It's a 4-stroke. Holly also has the 350 4-stroke because we wanted street legal bikes we could ride anywhere. They are Enduros. They have the off-road street legal tires, so not like super aggressive ones, but we can kind of go anywhere with them if we want to. They're a lot of fun. They're pretty good on fuel, and we would like to get Supermoto wheels though, just so we can kind of go anywhere. I did see somebody say at Sherco they like the 2-strokes. I like 2-strokes too. It's just practically it's not as easy to ride around the street, especially where we are. You need a harbor license. I also did not know that, but I don't think Holly and I would ever want to go to a harbor that's super, super busy. Actually, you need to chill out. I got Holly on the boat. She is my girlfriend, and yeah, I'm not sure what you think's gonna happen here, but nah. Yeah, if we go to a dock, we have to pay. Yes. You can't even have a fire. Yes, you. I don't know. Switch gaming. You totally can. I know many, many people that have lots. So that's definitely not true. It's not quite the same as the US where you can pretty much have anything. There are a lot more restrictions, but it's totally possible. And in fact, yeah, anyway. Too much rules and regulation. Every country has too much rules and regulation. And different places have different rules and regulation for different things. Some of those regulations are actually good and make things better. Some of them are not. And I'm not disagreeing with you on the one you were talking about. But I'm just going to say, you still can get them here. It's definitely possible. It just depends on the type. No, we're not scared of the boat sinking while we're sleeping, no. We have a bilge pump. When it goes off, I can hear it. So if the bilge is full of water, I can definitely hear when that happens. We can also get a high water alarm if we wanted to, and a few other things. There's lots of ways to make sure that doesn't happen. We play a game. So Holly and I, this is my computer. This is my monitor right here. I'm watching the stream on here. We play games. We've been working on the boat today. We were re-oiling all the teak on the boat. We also like motorcycling when we're not on the water, obviously. We like fishing. We like chilling in the sun, sailing the boat, obviously. Hunting is cool. I haven't done a lot of hunting in my life, but my uncle hunts a ton, and I have a lot of friends that hunt. I just haven't got a chance, honestly. I've done more fishing than anything. If the boats are rocking, we're probably sailing on the ocean, so get your mind out of the gutter, pervert. Are you anchored somewhere warm? No, right now we're in Canada. It's not that cold. It's like 16 degrees Celsius, which I don't even know what that is in Fahrenheit. I think it's like 60 something, maybe. Thank you for the follows, guys. I do see a couple of you have followed and subscribed. We do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for that. The electricity, so right now we're at the dock, so we're just plugged in. We have unlimited power. Unlimited. We also have solar power, so we have a couple different ways. We also have an engine on board that can be used to generate power. Patels, what's going on? We're doing well. Holly and I were just redoing a bunch of the teak on our boat, re-oiling it. No pirates, we're in Canada. BC is quite a bit warmer, yes. Vancouver Island is probably the warmest, mildest part of Canada when it comes to weather. So it's a good place to chill for the winter. It was still a long winter, lots of rain. It was kind of cold and windy. There was a lot of storms here in the winter, but it's a lot safer. Switch gaming, what are you talking about now? I missed it. How deep is the marina? The marina, I think, is minimum 7 feet. I think. But most of it is between 7 feet and like 25 feet. But I think it depends if it's high tide or low tide. I think at low tide we get close to like, our spot specifically is closer to like the 10-foot mark. And then at high tide it's closer to 25. Days Gone is a good game. I haven't honestly played that in a long time though. Right now it's not raining or sunny. It's just cloudy and there's a kind of a windy storm out there, but it's not too crazy. The tender did not come today, unfortunately. So yesterday the tender was supposed to come. I checked this morning and there was a notification saying that the tender would be here before the 19th. So I guess anytime before then, which means we have like 5 days potentially before the tender shows up.
Thank you guys for all the likes too. Thank you.
Ashley, if I had that myself right now, I would share it with Holly. No offense, but I have Holly, and I don't intend to look for anybody else. She is my favorite. Holly and I get along very well. We love each other. She likes all the same things I do, and she's also very good with working on the boat. So I have no intention of looking for anybody else. She is literally the greatest person in the world for me.
So there.
We have never sailed to Asian waters. We'd like to. I'd like to go to Asia. Asia would be cool. The Philippines, Japan. And man, no offense to you. If you're looking for somebody, I hope you find somebody. But Holly and I are together, and we're just not looking for anybody else. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. I don't know. People pop in and say stuff. I honestly don't think I don't know. Maybe they are ladies. I feel like a lot of people that try to say stuff like that are probably just like guys trying to make jokes to see if they can like push boundaries of people's relationships for fun as a troll. If they are a lady and they are seriously looking, that's kind of odd to look on a random TikTok and stuff on social media. But I mean, to each their own. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't do that. I hope you find somebody in your life. I'm not trying to deter you from that. It's just not going to happen here. So, what?
What's that?
It's a piece of onion by the looks of it.
Oh, okay. I thought it floated from the side. I thought it was a big spider.
It's not a spider. You shouldn't apologize. Sorry, I'm not actually apologizing. I'm just saying sorry as in you're not, like, sorry to you, not to me. I'm perfectly happy where I am at.
Yeah.
They're still going. Well, actually, I'm at this point going to assume you're a man just because of your persistence here. You're clearly not a very respectful person.
There are men that are named Ashley.
It could be. No, I like Holly. This is my lady right here. She is very beautiful. She is often in those streams. She was just busy actually doing some stuff outside on the boat today. On our boat or in our boat. Cool. Cool, though. I like that. I mean, technically it's on board a boat, so it's technically in a boat. On board, in... I don't know. Who knows? They're jealous. They could be. They also maybe didn't see that Holly was here. I have no idea. But I always find that kind of weird that people would be that persistent on a random TikTok.
You've been saying we. You've been saying Holly and I.
I have, yeah.
Holly and I.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess you should get the idea. There's a second one. Is that the second same person, just with like a different A name? Yeah, I do like candy. I like chocolate a lot. Chocolate, any kind of like candies. I like those kind of things a lot. Where do you live? Like off what shore? We're on Vancouver Island, so we're in Canada, West Coast.
They are bots. I agree, Trina.
And we do not have... It's probably a bot, honestly. Do we have an EPIRB? No, we don't. There's lots of people that do sail all over the world without... If you guys have ever watched Sailing Songbird, he does that. I don't think he has an EPIRB. Not saying you should or shouldn't do that. Obviously, safety is paramount. The more, the better. But
Hello.
Holly also likes candy. I just want you to know.
Hello, Patrick Starr. Larson, hello. Do you worry about pirates? Not Canada. I mean, I would be worried about a pirate, but we don't have them here.
Not Florida. We're in Canada, like Holly just said.
So lucky. Well, we're lucky, but we also worked very, very hard for this. So there's that too.
Oh, that's cool. I did not realize. Sorry, is it Joanne or Joanna? Is that Joanne or Joanna?
Okay.
I'm not sure. But anyway, they've been really nice.
Joanne, I think.
Okay, they've been very good in the stream. They're awesome.
I would say Joanne.
What kind of boat did you used to live aboard? We're not at sea right now. We're at a dock right now.
We do go live a lot, Edward.
And yes, we do work on our boat. We do, oh, do you mean do work? This is our work right now. Do.
For internet, Starlink, Lily.
There is water outside right now, yes. I could go show you outside. We're at a dock, so, like, we're at land pretty much, but we're floating on the water. We currently have stayed docked a lot because it's winter. Winter just kind of came to an end. We're waiting for a few things for a boat. Soon we'll be going, hopefully. Gas prices hurt everybody. Even if we aren't paying for, like, boat fuel, we still have to pay for food, which obviously gets charged more because gas prices are higher.
Ooh, catamaran, that's a big one. Those are big, expensive boats, Dustin, and they're twice the parking if you're at the marina.
Yeah, that's one downside.
But
they're awesome
fast,
for everything else,
and there's lots of room.
Yeah. If we sail into U.S. waters, it's basically like going through customs. We have to take our passports, we have to talk to some people. It's not like a big hassle, but it's basically like crossing the border with a car.
You had a 50-foot Chewy Lee catch. Oh, no way, you had a catch? That's cool. I'm excited to learn about this boat, and then just like hopefully eventually later in life I can like sail a ketch or a schooner.
Yeah, like a big old piratey boat, a more wooden one maybe.
Yeah, or just a fast
They also
cutter.
charge a lot extra for wooden boats, I've noticed, to pull out of the water. I think because they're heavier.
Girl power.
Sorry, Switch Gaming, winter just came to an end. So technically winter season on Vancouver Island is October to May. So May is over, like it's here, May is here now, but it's still like early spring. Winter just ended. It's been summer-ish. I think it's still technically spring. When does summer start?
June 20th, I think, usually.
Holly is beautiful. I agree with that.
Oh, it's time for me to go, guys.
Now you've embarrassed her. My friends love and want to travel all the time. We would like to travel. That's one of the things we moved on the boat for. We just haven't got to that point yet because winter just kind of came to an end.
This doorway looks so much better with oil on it.
What's a swim deck? No, it's not like that thing. So that's on a catamaran. They have those like trampolines, those little nets. Holly is my girlfriend, yes, and I'm her guy, I guess. Or your boyfriend. I don't know, it sounds weird to say that. But no, the swim deck is like, it's called a sugar scoop on a sailboat. So it's not really, our boat is not really like an ocean a blue water sailing boat. It can, of course, cross any ocean. You just have to be a little bit more careful with stuff. It has like an open rear back of the boat where a ladder can go in the water and you can jump off to swim. It's called a swim deck because I guess it's a spot where you easily can swim off the boat. I could show you guys maybe, although right now we have a blanket up just like hang drying. You'll take it down? I could show you guys the swim deck if you want to see it. I'll give you guys a full other tour if you want to see around the boat a little bit more. Holly's just taking down the blankets we have out there. We do not plan on having kids, and where was that? I missed it. The worst part about living on a boat has been dealing with the winter. That shouldn't be a thing in the future, hopefully. We'll have to see. The door is a pain in the winter to get in and out of because every time you want to go outside, you have to open all the slats and close all the slats. Hello, New Zealand, by the way. We do have a pet. Her name is Cece. That's one of the hard things about traveling to New Zealand is we'd have to import the cat, and that takes a lot of money and time. We do have a fridge. It's right over here. I'll actually do a tour for you in a second. I'll show you guys the fridge and all the stove and everything. It had a digital piano. That's awesome. An African gray parrot. Holly had a budgie named Kahuna, and she was awesome. She was amazing. She actually recently passed away. She just got old for a budgie.
He was the best.
Teak is gorgeous. Yeah, we got it. When it gets oiled right. Yes, exactly. So that's one of the things we just oiled all our teak today. It was pretty worn out. So we only bought this boat about 6 months ago, so we hadn't really done much to it yet.
It's so satisfying.
We don't eat fish for all our meals. We would like to eat more, though.
What? The handles on the outside are thinned down to nothing.
Yeah, they're wearing out. Obviously, they've been sanded over the course of their lifetime. It cost us around $1,400 for like everything, not including there's some random expenses that pop up for like maintenance, but all the basic monthly fees are around $1,400. So if you could make $2,000 a month, you'd be good. Also, when we're not at the marina, it'll cut down another $500. And then obviously, as we get more set up on the boat, it'll cost less and less, hopefully. Where is your boat? We're on Vancouver Island. That's still expensive. It's kind of expensive, but like I said, if we weren't at the marina, it's $1,000. If we were better set up on the boat already, it'd be even less. It just depends on like food. Like if we caught more food and didn't actually buy most of our groceries right now, that saved us another $400 right there. So we're under we're what is that, $600 now a month? So you can get it way cheaper. It just takes a bit to get to that point. How do you play MLB The Show? We don't. I don't really like that game, but we have computers. This is my computer right here. We do play games. No, we got a bidet on board, so no, we don't do that. We actually don't have a bidet, but we just buy that stuff from the grocery store. Bilge.
Is it copycat here?
No, sorry, my dad said bilge, so I just had to say it. The sparrow? I'm not sure what you're talking about here, but... Okay, I'm going to give you guys, not ducks, decks. I figured. We're not in the Bermuda Triangle. The pump out station for our boat is free right by us. It's an unmanned station. You have to do it yourself, but it's free, so it actually costs nothing. I used to be more of a hockey fan than I am now. I like playing a lot of sports, but I haven't really watched a lot of sports recently. We've just been busy with the boat. But I've always been a hockey fan. I used to have a few different teams that I followed, but not so much anymore. And guys, I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of the boat. I'll show you the swim deck. So somebody was asking about the swim deck. First of all, here's the kitty. Some people were asking about pets on board. Let me get up and show you around. While I'm doing this, I won't be able to see any comments for a second, so just so you guys know. Here's the kitty. She is the captain of the boat. She's having a nap. She got caught out in the rain yesterday and got a little bit nervous. Now she's sleeping. I actually don't know why she's so tired today. It's just not a nice day, so I think she's just relaxing. This is the V-berth of our boat. Underneath the bed there is a 270-liter fresh water tank. We also don't use it as a bed. As you can see, we took the mattress out. We just use it basically as a big closet. So we have a lot of our clothing in here. There's also a big roof hatch up there you can climb out of. You can close this front bedroom door up if you want, but we never do. Looking back, this is the bed that Holly and I usually sleep on. We also work here. It's our gaming area. It's basically our living room, bedroom, office, all in one. Obviously, on a boat, everything has to have multiple, unless you have a really big boat, everything has to have dual purpose. This is our navigation table, chart plotting table. So paper charts, you do all that chart plotting here. We got our battery stuff up there, VHF radio to call for help or talk to other boats. We have our propane thing just down there. Some people always ask about the bathroom. So we got a bathroom right here, shower right there. We got sink The sink peanuts, don't worry guys, they are still there. They're right there behind the sink. We got the toilet down there. Kitchen, we have propane stove and oven right here. Somebody was asking about the fridge. It's so this boat came with a ice box, not actually a fridge, but it's been converted to a 12-volt fridge. So it does go all the way back underneath there. There is a second door right over here. The back bedroom, Holly and I originally slept in here, but we took it all out. We put the cat litter back here. We took out the mattress, and we just store stuff. So again, cat litter. We got a 3D printer right there, which we do use to 3D print quite a few parts on our boat. And then if you guys wanted to know, underneath the stairs here is where our diesel engine is. We have a Yanmar 3GM30F 3-cylinder, less than 1 liter, 23 horsepower engine. Our bed is already made too, so I wouldn't worry about it. Out on the deck here, this is the cockpit. We have our helm, or the steering wheel, whatever you want to call it, right there. It's just covered by a tarp because we aren't going anywhere. And I'll come all the way out. We got our secondary, or our third sail right there, our spinnaker, gennaker, whatever you want to call it. So here's our swim deck. Somebody was asking what a swim deck is. This is kind of the swim deck right here.
AKA sugar scoop.
Yeah, sugar scoop. You can kind of walk out here. You can tell it kind of looks like a scoop for sugar, I guess. That's why they call it that. But you can walk back here. There's a couple more little lockers, and then you can jump off the boat into the water. And then we got our 4-stroke Suzuki engine for a tender we do not currently have. A little barbecue right there. We have our solar panels. We got 2 up here on the Dodger. We would like to have 2 more on the Bimini, but that won't work because our Bimini is so flimsy. So right now we have 2 more solar down there. They are not hard mounted. We want to be able to move them in the sun, so they are strapped down right now. But yeah, there's our kind of deck. And that's pretty much it. I think that was everything everybody asked about. And I gotta be careful coming down the stairs because we recently polished and oiled and waxed everything. And it's a little slippery.
3-point contact. 3-point contact.
Yeah, 3-point contact on a sailboat, everybody. We are not in Jamaica. No, we're in Canada. I suggest an EPIRB as well. I'm not saying we're not going to get one. We just don't have one yet. You're out of Maine. That's cool. We would 100% want one. We originally almost bought a boat. We actually put a deposit down on a boat that had an EPIRB. We would love to get one. They're just expensive. We're right now at the marina, so it doesn't matter as much. Once we get going to like foreign countries, that'll be something we would like to get. Obviously, it's not mandatory. It's one of those safety items that you would not regret. Exactly, just like he said. We also have. It'd be nice to have like upgraded GPS and a few other things. So we would like to upgrade some of our safety items on the boat. We just don't have a lot of that yet. But I do agree with you, Corey. We don't see a lot of sharks. We do have mud sharks here. We actually have great whites. I haven't seen any personally, but I know they exist around this area. There was one spotted not too long ago. It was on the other side of the island, but still. We're in Canada, so they're not as active here as some places. We have seen dolphins, and there's lots of orcas in the area. There's actually 2 brother orcas in the area. They have been seen. We do pay about $5.75 a month right now for the marina. Where are your batteries? So we got a bunch outside. We also have some inside. We have 2 different systems. Again, it's not perfect. We bought a boat that was cheaper. We brought some other systems from another project we were doing. So our solar is fully separate. We can charge the boat's systems with our solar panels. Can you guys hear that wind? It's getting kind of crazy. Anyway, so we have batteries outside that are the DC system. We can plug into the marina for AC. Our solar system has its own inverter as well, which is AC. So it's kind of 2 separate systems. We would like to get EcoFlow. EcoFlow, if you're in the chat, we would like to have a chat with you. Holly, myself, the kitty, we'd like to have a chat. Welcome aboard. We don't really have a ton of extra room, but you know. 3-point contact, exactly. You don't want to slip and fall. If you smash your head on a sailboat, that's not good. Oh, Javi, why? Why you gotta be like that? I mean, that's why Holly and I ended up on the boat. We got tired of our lives as well, which is why we just decided to sell everything to buy the boat. There was a big risk. I'm sorry about your chair. 2 halves and sabers, that's cool. Sorry, do you need a strong... kind of. It depends what you're doing. If you ever... There's a guy on TikTok called Sailing Songbird. He's out there right now. He says he uses about $300 a month. He has an older, cheaper boat. I think his was like 15 grand or even less. I can't remember. It's just him. He catches a lot of food and forages like coconuts and stuff. And he needs about $300 American to live. And half of that is Starlink internet. Starlink is pretty expensive, which is one of the bigger expenses. So if you didn't want Starlink, you didn't care about internet, you could go a lot cheaper. That's cool that your grandfather circumnavigated in the 70s. That's awesome. I don't think Holly and I planned to circumnavigate, not in like one big go. I'm not sure if that's what your grandfather did or if he just like sailed the world and like stopped along the way. We don't plan to do any circumnavigation like continuous, but we would like to travel all over the world. We haven't done anything like that. No, we haven't like recorded anything underneath our boat. We would like to get like a fishing camera one day underneath the boat so you guys could see what's going on. They're just kind of expensive. Maybe we can crowdsource that one day. I don't know. How do we afford this, Sarge? Holly and I basically sold everything to do this, and we're working towards making like videos and stuff to fund a little bit of it. We'll have to see how that goes. So there's lots of ways you guys can help if you want, but I'm not asking that. If you guys don't want to, you guys do you. Our boat is 1989, so it's 30. It's almost as old as I am. It's actually 2 years younger than me. Storms can be scary, but we're... Oh, Mr. Fluffyhead is here, the crow.
No, he's on his way through. He's busy.
Oh, he's got things to do. He's got kids now.
But he said, hey.
Everything I pay for on my own. I mean, yeah, that's how life goes, unfortunately. Who's the better cook? It really depends what you're doing.
I am.
Holly is a very good cook. She often is the one that branches out and does new things. I like pick the 3 things I'm good at and stick to that. So without Holly, I'd probably stick to ground beef and noodles and maybe like banana pancakes, crepes. Holly likes to do all like the soups and good stuff like that. So
That was a good answer. That was a very good answer.
there's Holly. Rome wasn't built in a day. Exactly.
I love that. Thank you.
Where do you plan on being in 6 months? 13 months? 6 months, probably Mexico. 13 months, probably Mexico still. We'll have to see. We do, yes. We have channels on everything. You can find us on pretty much every platform. We are actually currently live streaming to 4 different spots. One of those being the place that you mentioned. Our name is the same everywhere. We're Nomadic Whims on absolutely every platform. If you look up Nomadic Whims, N-O-M-I... Sorry, how do you even spell nomadic? N-O-M-A-D-I-C-W-H-I-M-S. Nomadic Whims. I couldn't think for a second. Nomadic Whims everywhere. How is it being so close in proximity? It's pretty good. Holly and I have kind of lived in proximity a long time. Travel to Mexico with the boat? Yeah, that's the goal. We just have to go down the coast. It's a loose plan. The world can change. A lot of our plans can change. Obviously, financial situations can change, so we'll have to see how it goes. But we would like to go down. Usually the best time is in the fall around here. I'm only good at steak and fajitas. My lady's better. I know. I think guys, we just choose like 2 things that we're really good at. Unless you're like a chef or something. A lot of chefs do a lot of good stuff, so. Sorry. Oh, what are you? I don't even know what you're saying. Patels? We haven't seen any UFOs now. And yeah, guys, I am trying to get to every comment. Who did I miss? Somebody said, oh yeah. You don't read? No, I do. Josh, I read pretty much probably more of the TikTok comments than anything else because that's the most of our audience is on the TikToks. So that's mainly what we answer. But I just want to know where he is right now. We're on Vancouver Island. It's not just me, though. It's Holly, myself, and the kitty cat. And we are on Vancouver Island. Holly's just outside. Holly,
Hello?
can you wave through the window so the people know you're here?
I am here.
There she is, everybody.
Hello.
She's trying to enjoy the not-so-sunny Sunday.
Sure.
Yeah. It would take close to a month. It really depends on the weather and a bunch of stuff if we stop along the way. Probably close to a month. I think it can take as little as like 20-something days, like 22. But it can take over a month and a half. It really depends on how good you are, where you plan to stop, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Holly's the one that branches out and does like fun stuff, new stuff. I'm the one that sticks to like what I know to cook. And then every once in a while I add a new one to my list of things I'm good at, but it's very rare. Burgers, steaks, you know, I'm really good at that kind of stuff, barbecuing. Holly's good at like making soups and random things that she's like, hey, I want to try that one day, and she just makes it. It is Thursday. Sorry, I know I said the sunny Sunday, but I know it's not Sunday. I just meant it was a sunny day, but it's not actually a sunny day. That's what I meant, Dom. Sorry. I know I just said it. She's trying to enjoy the non-sunny Sunday. I was trying to say not Sunday itself, not the day of the week, but a pretend day with sun in it. I just made it sound really confusing. Yeah, we started to learn a little bit of Spanish. I'm not going to pretend we're very good at it, though. Crunchy or creamy peanut butter? I'm more of a creamy peanut butter, but I don't mind crunchy as well. What do you like, Holly? Crunchy or creamy peanut butter?
Crunchy. I like them both, though. They're both good.
She said crunchy, but she likes both as well. Don't worry. If we catch something, we'll definitely stay on the boat like we're supposed to. We're not the types of people that would break that kind of stuff and risk everyone else's lives because we are selfish. Unless we didn't know, of course. It's not pre-recorded. One of the big problems is there's a lot of people in the chats. Usually we are doing 4 streams at once right now. And oftentimes I'll be reading a comment that's way up here because I get behind. I try to answer everything as best as we can. Like Holly and I both try to be as thorough with questions. We try to make sure we give everyone their chance and answer the question as best we can. And often we get really behind on a bunch of comments and then we have to like jump ahead. But often I'll be like way behind in the comments. So it looks like we're behind or it's pre-recorded, but it's not. Holly, did you listen to the song yet? The cover of Pain Remains by Alex Terrible. Holly?
Yeah?
Did you listen to... Where'd it go now?
I didn't hear anything.
The cover of Pain Remains. So Pain Remains by Alex Terrible.
Oh, I didn't. I wrote that down as a note. I'll watch it right now.
She's going to watch it right now. Drinking tea right now, Patrick Starr. I'm not really a coffee drinker. If I drink coffee, it's like an ice cap or something. I'm not really much of a coffee drinker. And yeah, Trina in the chat, she's one of our moderators. Anthony and Anthony Saskatchewan, that's my dad. He's both on different accounts. They're our moderators. We have a couple others as well. If they answer stuff in chat, they know the answer. And you guys can keep asking, even if they answer. I know sometimes you just want to hear us answer them because I guess we're doing the live. You are allowed to keep asking and we'll do our best to answer them eventually. But if you see them answer, they definitely know what they're talking about. They've been in like 100 million of our lives, so they know pretty much everything. Also, Trina... your live yesterday was awesome, by the way.
Yes, it was.
If you guys don't know, Trina is part of a lot of other people's lives as well. And, oh yeah. Did we talk to Trina about the heart?
I sent her a small message. I'm not sure if she...
Holly and I need to figure out how to get one, because we couldn't find it. Is there an international site, Trina? Because we couldn't order them from the American site, because we're Canadian. Anyway, that's for... We don't have to talk about that right now, but anyway. Does it sway, good sir? It does a little bit. It is swaying a tiny bit. We're at the dock, so it's tied up. But, sorry, somebody asked about CPR. Holly and I we worked at the City of Calgary, so we literally had to take a first aid course all the time. It's a very basic one, but we've taken that, yes. I've taken like CPR every 2 years for the last 15 years. And then before that, I actually worked in the oil field for a little bit, so I had to take CPR, a bunch of courses for that, as well as like H2. You know, I've taken tons of courses, so yes, we have. Holly does speak a little bit of French. I do know a small amount of Norwegian. I was trying to learn it because I thought Norwegian was kind of cool. Don't be shocked. You have to listen to it all the way through because it's a love song, Holly.
Oh, wow. It's definitely not a love song.
Hello, everybody. I have a joke for you. Say the joke as long as it's not super disrespectful. We'll probably laugh at it.
Well, maybe.
We don't have an outboard, we have an inboard engine. So right behind that staircase, like right there, you can kind of see right here. Behind that staircase is our Yanmar 3GM30F diesel engine. It's an inboard. There's a prop shaft that goes through the hull. We have used it quite a bit, but honestly, we'd obviously like to use the sails more than the outboard, the engine. We also do have an outboard, but that's for a tender that we do not currently have, and we are waiting to come. The tender is supposed to be here soon. It was supposed to be here yesterday. Today we got updated and said it won't be here till possibly the 19th, so that's a little bit discouraging. So a lot of people ask like how we're doing and stuff like that. Some days we feel really discouraged. It might seem like we're living the life, but there's lots to like deal with. We have to wait for stuff, parts. We wanted to get out and start sailing. People are constantly like, why aren't you guys sailing? Why are you still at the dock? Blah, 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 blah. We would like to be out there too, guys. Unfortunately, life doesn't always go according to plan, and you have to sit at the dock and wait 100 years for something to show up. So, Recently, I've been feeling a little bit down and struggling with that mentally. And we're happy, we're good. It's just, it kind of sucks when stuff like that happens. But that's just part of life, I guess. No, the lady was not on the toilet. She was outside. The toilet, I don't know where you guys see this stuff. Do you see a lady on the toilet there? No. What you see is a toilet right there by itself. Nobody out there. You see Holly out there? She's outside on the deck. That's the cockpit. There's no toilet up there. Yeah, weirdo. Knight Rider, that's basically what we're doing. This is our house. This is where we live. Sorry, what is Gate saying? Oh, yeah. We will, if we're going to travel, we're going to have to learn a lot more languages and, like, learn a lot more. I'm not pretending that Holly and I are, like, linguist masters of anything. We've learned a little bit of Spanish. We're not very, like, thorough with that. We're not very good. We probably couldn't even get by if somebody was actually speaking Spanish to us. We can kind of understand a little bit if we think about it. But it's one of those things in life. If you plan to travel the whole world, learning every language is kind of a bit difficult. Green Tea Guy, welcome, and thank you for the follow. And guys, appreciate it. I do see a few of you liking, following, joining us here. We are currently live on 4 different platforms. So if you're on one of those 4, appreciate you. And like, follow, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. We appreciate it. Our boat is a 35.5-foot sailboat. Inside, I'm going to guess, is about 30 feet. There's a measurement for our boat. If you look up, our boat is a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5. There's the overall length of the boat, which is 35.5. Then there's the waterline length, which a lot of people use to indicate how big the boat is on the inside. So kind of where the water hits the boat, the length of the boat there. Because obviously the front of the boat is like slanted out. So it's a bit shorter because the nose of the boat doesn't really count toward the living space. So a lot of people use it as a kind of a base reference for what the livable inside space is. And ours says it's about 30. We're probably close to 200 square feet inside. It's really hard to guess. Again, our boat is not a perfect square. It is very pointed at the front and stuff, so it's kind of hard to say. And April, we're doing well. How are you doing today? We're doing good. It's only 4:43 p.m. here, so it's not even evening quite yet for us, but I know we don't have an odometer. I couldn't tell you exactly. Holly and I are very new to this, and we are waiting to get sailing. We've been waiting out the winter mostly. So we bought the boat. We've been fixing it. We've been waiting. We have taken the boat out a few times, but we haven't done anything significant yet. And I know a lot of people do speak English in a lot of places in the world. English is a fairly common language worldwide. It's still kind of nice when you can kind of get by and speak other people's languages respectfully and, you know, just trying to be that person that's always speaking English to people. I feel like kind of a bit of a dummy. Yeah, you want to try to speak a little bit local. Although, like I said, it is hard to like learn the entire world's languages to go everywhere if you plan to constantly travel. But smoking hot body, I kind of like that one, even though it's a little bit morbid. I like it. Do you plan on going? I'm assuming you meant abroad. We do plan to sail all over the world. Yes. So right now we're in Canada. Everyone speaks English here. There's a few French speakers, obviously. America is close by. Pretty much everyone there speaks, I was going to say American. They speak English as well. Spanish is also fairly common in the United States. There's also French speakers there. And then Mexico, obviously, English speakers there, but obviously it's more Spanish than anything else. My sister actually lived in Mexico for a while. And then South America would be cool too. A lot of Spanish down there. You're 3 hours ahead, yeah. So you're almost 5, 6, 7. You're almost 8 o'clock then there. Well, you got a really good motor. We do. These old inline diesels are very hardy. I'm sure you'll do. Yeah, yeah. It's a good engine. So one of the things I too am good at. I was an automotive mechanic, so I like doing and fixing stuff. I stopped doing that in my life as an actual like profession, but it's something I still do a lot for myself. So this engine is like so basic and easy to work on. It's awesome. And there's so much space. If I open it up, you can pretty much get access to almost 360 degrees of the engine. The bottom is probably the hardest part to get to, but there's not much on the bottom of the engine anyway, unless you have to like pull it apart and whatever. But yeah, Yanmar 3GM30F diesel engine, 3-cylinder, naturally aspirated, mechanically injected. It has decompression valves on every cylinder. It's a very good little engine. Yeah. I know what you're saying on culture. You don't want to be those people. I feel like a lot of people travel the world and they don't even bother trying to learn anything for the locals. Again, if you're constantly traveling, obviously not everyone has the time or ability to learn every language where they're traveling to, but you want to try a little bit, I feel like, if you're traveling to someplace. Holly? Yeah? Are you okay? Yeah. What happened? Did you fall in the water? I don't think she fell in the water, but she made a laughy noise. Oh, everyone loves you, but if you donate 5, they call the cops. That one's pretty good as well. I feel like someone else was going to tell a joke, and I feel like I've missed theirs and only ever seen Joe's. Oh, Holly's on the deck right now. Yeah, we got a bit of a storm coming in. It shouldn't be too bad. It's just mostly windy right now and kind of rainy looking. So I don't think it'll be crazy. We might lose internet connection at times. We'll have to see how that goes. Janet, hello. Also, Dennis of the North. I missed a whole bunch of people. Dennis, I didn't see you here. Where are we at here? Angela, thank you for the heart me. Janet for the rose. The heart me, the 3 popular votes. Dennis of the North, thank you for the heart me. Janet for the 3 you're awesomes and the 3 shards of hope. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. Appreciate you. Sorry that I missed them earlier. I just finished my automotive program and now working on Case New Holland tractors. That's cool. What part of the world do you live in, Cam? I went to SAIT. I was in Calgary, Alberta. That's where I went to school for automotives. I didn't really do like the heavy duty stuff. It was more like cars and stuff. I wish I had also done heavy duties, but I mean, we did diesels, just not the heavy duty diesels. So that's really cool. Wah! You gotta get a better name before we start answering your questions. We do not have a shower curtain. We got a door. So our shower is... That's our bathroom. You can kind of see right there. It's all in one. That you can see the toilet right there as well. There's the toilet down there, that white thing. And then around the corner in that room is the shower. So we don't have a shower curtain. We got a door. We also... Oh, that was going to show everybody. We also have a shower on the back swim deck. So we have a swim deck, and some people were talking about that. We also have a shower out there. So we can shower outside. We do not currently have a shower curtain for the outside. If you're in the middle of nowhere, nobody will see you anyway. I would like to get rid of the bimini. We have a bimini, which is really flimsy. We'd like to get some stainless steel, rework the whole thing, attach it to the current stainless steel, have a big like solar arch, and then maybe something that goes over top of the swim deck where we could put a shower curtain if we really wanted to. You see the Husqvarna logo? Yes, Holly and I like our Husqvarnas. We have a chainsaw. We also have 2 Enduros we can use to get around on land. So we sold pretty much everything, but we do keep 2 of our bikes to get around on if we need to. We also have had them on the boat, so they are useful. It's just one of those things. Did know you were on... Yeah, Patrick, right now we're on 4 different platforms live. Unless it got... No, it still should be live, I think. We don't have to worry about Pirate Snow. We do not have... We just have a pump toilet. Yeah, so it's just like the hand pump for our toilet. No worried about pirates. We're on the Canadian waters. We don't really get pirates here. You'd have to go quite a bit further south for that. Let me just check the other streams. Is everything working here? It is. Everything is working, although I know we probably have a little bit of lag, so I do apologize for any lag you might be experiencing today. The internet is not perfect on a boat, especially when there's a little bit of a storm. You want to travel by boat or RV? Holly and I actually were building an off-grid cargo trailer. We ended up doing the boat thing, but I think both are very awesome. If you guys see Trina in the chat, if you're on TikTok, she does full-time RV stuff. She's an amazing person. She did a live yesterday. Holly and I were part of it. Well, we were in there watching, I should say. We weren't really a part of it. But Trina's one of our mods, and she's an amazing individual who also does something similar, just the RV version of it. Oh, yeah. And yeah, the RV was... Sorry, the dinghy was supposed to be here yesterday, but it's been delayed. Hated Locks, good morning. What's going on? You're like one of the only people over there, I think, right now. Joe, also, thank you very much for the super chat. Is that what this is called? I don't even know right now. Good luck on your new chapter of your lives. You're going to love it. May the wind carry your new adventures. Appreciate you. In Ontario, that's cool. We got quite a few. Holly's also originally from Ontario. Also, what was the boat? I feel like you told us, but now I already forget. What was the boat you used to live on?
Joe? Is that Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, it was shoot, it was like a shorey.
What kind of boat? It's a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5. That's what we're on right now.
Shoot.
just getting ready for next weekend. How are you? We're doing good. We're live right now on a bunch of different platforms. I know you're like one of the only people probably over on that side of things. Appreciate you being here, though.
Oh, wow, Katie.
I guess we've had a few people over there, but you're like one of the only people currently on that platform.
Look at this.
Kitty's being a little ridiculous.
She's being Kitty.
How many people are in the live over there? Not a lot. I think you're the only one. But yeah, welcome. How you doing? What happens if there's a storm? Currently there is a storm. It's not a really big storm, but we do have some wind and kind of rain coming in. Although we'll see how it is. Our internet has been cutting out a little bit. I think it'll be fine. We're not really worried about it. We're at the dock right now. So basically if you're at the dock, you're pretty safe. We're in a very protected marina. It depends where you plan to go. And internet in the ocean, we have Starlinks. We have satellite internet. Awesome bacon. I like bacon.
Can you click their name?
Which one?
Joe?
Yes. Why? Oh, right there. A 52 foot. There it is. They said it. 50 foot. Chewy Lee ketchup. Pronounced chocolate like boy.
Okay, hold on. Let me read that again.
Catch. Oh, catch. I was like ketchup. 52 foot.
Pronounced chocolate like a boy.
Okay. A catch. Catches are cool. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't even know what that looks like. Autocorrect strikes. I know every time, right? Every time you're trying to do something, I always do that when I'm trying to look smart. I'm trying to like type something in that's like serious, and then I end up saying something really dumb. 52. I like catches. Do you say catch or catches when you're talking about multiple?
52 foot.
That's a beautiful looking boat. I think this is it, right? I guess I don't know the year of your boat. So it could be one of a few different ones, but they look like a very nice looking boat.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna have to stretch my legs out. My legs are falling asleep here. Engine access on this boat is honestly amazing. Sorry, I did see your comment. Any problems with the Hunter Legend engine access, leaky chain plates, or hull deck joints? I was actually reading about a bunch of the problems with the Hunters. They're actually pretty good overall. Screen is frozen? Oh, it is too. Why is the screen frozen? Can you guys hear me at least? Let me try something. 1 second. Whoa. 1 second, everybody. Stand by. I don't know why we were spinning like that for a second. Delay of game. I'll turn this on for a second. Okay. What the heck is happening here?
The wind's pretty freezing.
I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. Let me use... This is my camera phone for a second while I'm trying to figure out the rest of it.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
So you guys can see the kitty while I try to figure out why the other camera's not working. Just randomly stopped.
Point connection.
Oh.
Point connection.
Don't tell everybody that, Dad. Oh, I think the camera just froze. Give me a second.
The wind is very windy out there.
Okay, I'm gonna restart the camera. I don't think it's a storm. I honestly think the camera just froze for some reason. So give me like 10 seconds, guys. You guys can look at the kitty for a little, or actually, I'll even show you guys what I'm doing up here, but if I can figure out where the camera plugs into. Where does the camera plug into? Where did the thing go?
Oh, it popped off then?
I think it did, yeah. Where'd it go? That's annoying.
Kitty's looking in the corner, like in the blanket.
Does anyone else know where that thing went? That's super frustrating. Hold on, everybody. You guys can see me now.
Kitty, where'd
Part
it
of the
go?
camera just fell out, so I lost it.
Does the other camera have one?
Yeah, probably. Thank you. Hopefully I can find that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll find it. Can't be too far.
Here, let me just hang you guys out here. Sorry, guys, for the second that you guys can get the top-down image of Kitty while I fix this camera.
It's raining!
Okay, camera might be fixed. Maybe. What happened to this camera? Why is it looking at the roof now? I don't even know what's happening right now. Oh, it's on that camera. What is happening? What the? Sorry guys, I actually do not know what's happening here. Do that. Everything's frozen right now. Stand by while I fix the problem. I don't know why it's showing the roof right now. Because it's all sideways, that's why. Ah. Sorry guys, everything broke all at the same time here. There we go, that's why. Fixed. That was frustrating. Let me move that back. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry, the camera fell apart. I don't even know where that piece went. And then I had to, I don't know what happened to the rest of everything, but everything broke at once. It just took me a matter of moments to figure that out, but... Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know that we froze. I don't know why it froze. I think the camera just decided it was overheating or something. We do not have the hunter virus, no. And thank you for bearing with me, guys. I apologize. Favorite hair product? I mean, I just wash it. I have no idea. I steal Holly's conditioner occasionally, and then I just have some shampoo that I use.
Today we put rosemary on.
We did put some rosemary in the hair. I have the sides of my head shaved a little bit because it's nice in the summertime for letting the cool air flow through. We have docked up both. JC, we have docked and slept. Mostly we're at the dock and sleeping, but we have been out and anchored as well. Just not as often yet. As the summer comes on here, we'll be doing more of that. That's the whole goal.
Can you guys hear the rain?
Do you guys hear the rain? Probably not right now. I don't even hear it, but I'll leave my phone on. Well, appreciate it. Sorry, the dog and I going for a walk. Okay, sorry that I missed you commenting that earlier. Yeah, the cord popped out. I don't know what happened there. That's probably what happened. I'm not entirely sure.
Can we blame the kitty?
Kitty, did you do something? She might have. I throw overhand. I mean, occasionally I will throw both overhand and underhand because I can do both. Huh?
Oh, wow.
Gathers, what did they say?
You don't do underdoggies?
Sometimes. How safe is open water? Pirates, open water is as safe or as dangerous as you make it. Open water obviously can be more dangerous because there's more chance of something going wrong, and if something does go wrong, thank you, Holly, she found the cord piece. If something does go wrong, you're a lot further from help. Pirates are not really a problem where we're at in Canada. There can be a problem depending where you are in the world, but we'll just avoid those areas for the most part. Hello, Vancouver, Canada. Hi there. Hello. Are you in Vancouver? Is that what you said? Or are you saying hello to us? We're on Vancouver Island, so we're very close to you if you are in Vancouver. Mostly gators. We got bears in Canada. I haven't seen any personally on the island here, but Holly and I came from Alberta, which does have quite a few bears. The island has a lot more cats, I've heard.
Oh, there's a lot of bear too, actually.
Well, there is, but we haven't seen any. How's the toilet? It is right there. That white thing, that's the toilet. It's pretty good, I guess. We're also at a marina right now, so we can use the marina toilets. We've been in the boat since October 24th. We bought the boat October 20th or 22nd. I always forget. And then we moved on board the early morning, or no, late night of October 24th. Oh, wow. No humans were hating this gator some way. Cool, thanks. Yeah, of course. You're good now. Okay, good. I'm glad everything's working. Sorry about that, guys. The internet, not the internet, the cord fell out of the camera. It, like, froze the whole thing, so I apologize that happened. Yeah, we've been on the boat for about 6.5 months, I guess, at this point. How many fishing rods do you have? Technically, Holly has all the fishing rods. We got one. She got some nice TFO rods. If you know TFO, they're pretty. I think they're based out of Calgary, right?
Yes, Temple Fork Outfitters.
Yeah, Temple
Carbon
Fork.
Fiber.
Carbon fiber Temple Fork Outfitters. They are mainly meant for lakes and rivers. The guy that had the one rod actually used it for light ocean fishing. So they have been used in the ocean. She has a fly fishing rod and then like a regular rod, and then we also have a hand fishing reel that we just recently 3D printed for fun. So I guess technically we have 3, actually technically 4, because we have a smaller version of the hand rod. We just probably won't end up using that. If I had free healthcare, I don't know about. I mean, you could just be safe on the boat. The other thing is we have free healthcare, but we also pay taxes for it. So I'm not trying to say it's bad. We have pretty good healthcare in Canada, but it is not as good as some people make it out to be. There are a lot of problems with it too. Just like anything, there's always pros and cons to everything. Some people complain that we all have to pay into something that we're not all using. I would argue that eventually all of us are going to probably end up using it, so you might as well start paying into it now. Anyway, you know the whole thing. I'm sure there's lots of people that talk about that. The boat has leaked some water through the stuffing box, which was fixed. It just needed to be tightened. The boat has been amazing. Yes, we are liking it. Go Sabres. Are the Sabres winning right now? Who's winning the game? I don't even know. Cruz? Did the Sabres score? Or is it over now? I get sick on it. That's fair enough, April. April Bailey. Holly and I have not gotten sick on our boat yet, but we're not saying that we won't one day. No, I do fish. I just don't have a rod right now. So I had rods when I was growing up and stuff. I just haven't fished in a long time. We've been living in places where I just haven't been able to do it as much. I got into other things. But Holly has the 2 really nice rods, so I can use hers. I'm just saying she's on the boat, and I was just giving her props for still having them, and I'm the one that doesn't have one. But I do have the hand fishing reel, which is just over here. So technically I do have something for fishing. I just haven't used it yet. But yes, the boat did leak water. So the engine has a prop shaft. So from the transmission of the engine, there is a hole through the hull. And there's a thing called a stuffing box that the prop shaft for the propeller out back goes through, and it keeps everything sealed. It is meant to leak. It's actually designed to leak to keep that shaft cool so that it doesn't wear out the shaft. It's not supposed to leak a ton. It's supposed to leak like 10 drips per minute or something like that. I always forget the number. I'd have to look it up. It was leaking way more and often when we weren't moving. So one of the things you have to do is just tighten the stuffing box. It was recently replaced because they had the boat out of the water before we bought it. He replaced the stuffing box, all the packing, and then he probably just, left it and it was leaking a little bit. So anyway, Holly and I did retighten that, and it's been good so far. Oh, sorry, did I miss something? Did somebody else do something? I apologize. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Fast Eddie. I am sorry that I missed that. Thank you for the super chat. You are wonderful human beings. Wishing you safe travels. I reside in Folsom, Cali, but I have family in the Pacific Northwest. That's awesome. We have a friend down in, not Cali, he's down in San Diego? We plan to actually visit him one day when we sail down south. One of our big goals, Holly and I, is to sail south to Mexico. So once we get there, we'll end up stopping, before we get there, obviously. Before we get to Mexico, we'll probably end up stopping. We'll see our friend Trina further north in the U.S. I'm not sure exactly where. We'll have to talk to her, and we'll figure that out when we get going. And then we have a friend down, like I said, in San Diego that we'd like to meet up with as well. Plus, there's a whole bunch of people that keep talking about going with us down south to Mexico at the same time. So we're going to have a whole fleet of boats going. And sorry that I missed your super chat right there. I was trying to fix the stream, and then I accidentally knocked down the thing that shows me when super chats pop up. So I apologize that I missed that. And guys, if you want to, you can also become a member. If you're on the YTs, we have memberships now, and if you do that, we have often done members only live streams. So instead of doing the 4 streams that we're doing right now, we do a members only live. It's like a lot more less formal. Usually it's just on my phone. Usually we're outside doing stuff, and then it's just the members only. So if you want to do that, there's a couple different membership fees or whatever. There's like a really cheap one and then a more expensive. If you want just the cheap one, you can get that. They all do the same thing right now. Everyone that's a member is welcome. It's just one of those things. Boats, touchy subject at the moment. Kennedy, why is boats a touchy subject for you? Do I even want to know? Is it something bad that happened? We'll come back again soon. Enjoy boating. Thank you very much, B. And Debbie, what did you say? I missed something. Did about 3 buff 2 mon going on to 2 per. Sorry, Debbie, I feel like I missed something. Or were you talking to somebody else maybe? Don Anthony. Other irrelevant question, how do you deal with humidity? So we're in Canada. We don't have quite the humidity that a lot of other countries have. We do have this, though. This is our dehumidifier. So if we do need it, in the wintertime, we had more problems with humidity because the outside of the boat was cold because it was like -10, and the inside of the boat was like +20. So we had a lot of condensation buildup. But we have the dehumidifier. That's helped a lot. And then we'll see in the summer what we end up dealing with. Depends where we travel to. We don't, April Bailey, we don't have like an official date when we start traveling. We would like to be doing it right now. But we've mentioned a few times in the stream, we are waiting. There are no ropes in a boat, that is true. We are waiting on a tender. So the tender or dinghy or skiff, whatever you want to call it, it's like the secondary little boat you use. Basically your boat's, your house's car to get to and from land when you're anchored and stuff. We don't have that yet. It was supposed to come yesterday. We got updated today saying it will show up before the 19th or somewhere on the 19th. So we're kind of waiting for that. We'll start sailing around here, do some day sails, some overnighters, some weeks, here and there, and then we'd eventually like to sail to Mexico. That usually happens late summer or the beginning of the fall. So usually August, September, and October. Somewhere in there is usually when people sail. Closer to that time, we'll have to look at the weather and see what it's looking like. But we do plan to actually get going and actually sailing around here sooner than that. Our savings are not the greatest. We'd like to have more than what we have, but we're working on making a little bit on the internet too. So that's kind of like our goal, is to be able to somewhat support ourselves by making content. We'll see how that goes. We do have quite a few people that do pop in our chat. We have quite a few members now on YT. There's a few super fans we do have, and then we have we are monetized on a few platforms as well. Finally, it took a long time, and we aren't making a lot yet, but. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, eventually, cruise. Oh yeah, there are no ropes on it. You have lines, halyard, sheets, and painter. If you take one of these, coil it up and throw it on the dock, now it's a rope. I know, isn't it weird? And then technically, I guess you call it dock lines, the ones that go from the boat to the. So just lines. I always found it funny. So I feel like there's a reason people think that sailboat people are wealthy and people that have trailers aren't. There's a weird misconception there, because usually people that have boats, like sailboats and RVs, they're pretty much the exact same people. But some people seem to think that sailboat owners are super rich for some reason. I would argue that I have less money than a lot of people that just have an RV or even trailers, like trailer park people. We have fancy. The sailboats have fancy names for everything, so it makes it sound like you're really posh when you're not at all. Just people have this weird outlook on people that have sailboats. Obviously, there are lots of people that have millions of dollars, and have really expensive sailboats and yachts and stuff like that. But we are not those people. Yeah, cruise is a good one, Dad. I know it's for a second it looked a little bit bad, but that's not what they're saying. That's like me when I type. It just randomly comes out and it looks bad if you're not reading into the full context of the situation. I have suggestions for dealing with humidity inside closets and cubbies. What is your suggestions? I would like to hear them. Holly and I have those little beads. They're like these little carrying. There's little boxes that have I don't know what they call them, moisture beads, and they help pull moisture out of the air. But what's your solutions? What do you know? You obviously have done this before, so you probably know more than we do. And yes, did somebody say that we're homeless? We are houseless, but we do have a home. We're in it right now. People seem to think that if you live in an RV, you live in a trailer, you live in a van, you live life differently than people that buy houses. I've actually owned a house, and it was not for me. I hated it. Every time I owned a house or lived in one, it was not something I was into. And I'm not saying it's bad. There are a lot of people that have houses, and they enjoy them. There's nothing wrong with that. But people live in cabins. People live off-grid. There's a lot of ways people live in different ways, and I feel like some people just don't they think it's weird that people living in this way, so they call them homeless for some reason. Hawaii, been by boat, yes or no? Not yet, Debbie. That's a goal one day as well. We'll probably end up sailing south to Mexico, maybe South America, and then maybe do some island hopping all the way across the Pacific. We'll have to see. Have a good evening, April. Yeah, April, thanks for being here. You mad last blocked me 4-7. I don't even know what you're saying, user. I have no idea. Let's be truthful. Camping is lacking. I disagree. Honestly, I think it'd be cool to live in a tent. I would love to do that. Yeah. Cruz, you're good. You're good. I did look really bad for a second, but I knew you were not the kind of person that would say something like that, so you're good. It did look kind of bad. That's the same thing I would do, though. I would say something like that and then be like, no, that's not what I meant to say. So you're good. I understood. I guess I should have clarified for you when I saw it. There we go. Playderick, welcome. How are you guys doing? Yes, follow the coconut milk run. Playderick, where are you guys at right now? I always forget. I know you guys are in the Pacific now. Yeah, I think camping is awesome. Living in an RV, have you guys ever watched Camping with Steve? I know he doesn't live full time in a tent. Oh, what? Are you? Cruz, are you actually? Wait, what happened here? 1 second, Cruz. I apologize for that. Did somebody block Cruz on TikTok? I think it was a misunderstanding. He didn't mean what it looked like. He was talking about in the black as in like positive money. Can somebody unban Cruz on TikTok? Yeah, he said it. It came out really wrong, but he didn't actually mean it like that. I didn't know. So did somebody block him? I think he's been blocked. He said he was blocked on the TikToks. And he didn't say anything negative. I did not. I wonder who did. Did somebody do that? Who would have done that?
Maybe it's by accident.
Oh, maybe. I mean, it could have been TikTok itself or something. Cruz, I will. Let me hold on. Yeah, Cruz Jackson. That's your name, right? On TikTok, it's Cruz Jackson. Where are you at here? You still here? Yeah, Cruz Jackson, are you there? Hold on. He is still here. Are you still on the TikToks, Cruz? I don't think you're blocked. Everyone says you're still here.
You know what's happening with me is my comments are all getting filtered.
Yeah, so that's which account is that with? The Holly?
Right now it's Holly.
So Holly keeps getting filtered for some reason on TikTok as well. So she'll type into like people's chats, like Trina's. I don't know if it was Trina's, but also
Just
Vimza.
Yeah, Vimza.
And another one. Anyway, her comments keep getting filtered and blocked, like so they don't show up for some reason.
They have to press the button.
Richard, you're blocking me? I mean, if you want to block us, you are more than welcome to. He's not blocked. They're saying you're not blocked over there. I might have been auto.
I think there's
Automated
something going on
modded?
with the app.
I think the app is doing weird things. I think the app is automatically doing strange stuff if they think you're doing something you shouldn't. And I don't know why.
It's AI. It doesn't know.
Because it's showing that you're good over here, Cruz. I'm not sure why you would be. Docking the boat for a full year can cost a decent amount. It costs us $575 a month. You can also pay for the full year. If you do the full year, it's usually cheaper than the month. And thank you. Humidity suggestions.
Oh yeah, we want to get a salt rock too.
I have suggestions because you're larger and called yachts. That's true, yeah. Moisture beads, yeah, we do have those. Used mild spray adhesive to affix bubble wrap against the back hull where moisture really builds up.
Oh wow.
Is that just like for insulation, basically?
That's crazy.
Our boat has some insulation, but it's honestly not that great. So honestly, we like to rip our insulation out, like restart, but that's a lot of money. So
I think we need to do that. Yeah.
you're a good guy now.
Yes.
Well, Cruz, you are apparently good over on the TikToks. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah. If anyone's over on the green chat, you're more than welcome there. We have a few people over there right now. I think actually Cruz, you might be the only one right now. Let's have a look. Anyone else over on the green app right now? I'm just gonna peek over here myself.
Oh, right here.
Let's fix this. Let's update. I think they're getting filtered, Trina. It's happening to Holly as well recently.
Yeah.
We got 2 viewers over on the green. Welcome everybody over here.
I should be filtered, but I don't never say anything too bad.
I don't think you say anything, Holly. I don't know why you'd be filtered.
It doesn't like it. It doesn't recognize it as language.
Holly's got that country language. She talks real good. think it's BS, but I find it so funny. Oh wait, what is BS? Sorry. Maybe send gift cruise other. Oh yeah, always say that word. I mean, that is kind of funny. Don't worry, he's on another platform. Luckily for us, Cruz follows us on all of our socials, so he can just pop up on another thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know that he was having problems, which is kind of unfortunate. So random people might be getting blocked and we don't even know it there.
Yeah.
We do got, you got that there, milk, Holly?
Got milk?
She's got the milk, everybody.
Bagged milk
Bagged.
if you want.
They lost last night. They were great. I've heard the Blue Jays have been terrible all season. So I like the Blue Jays. I'm not really a huge baseball fan, but the Blue Jays are cool. I just don't really pay attention that much to baseball. But apparently they were good last night. Somebody was saying.
Oh, that's good. My grandparents loved Blue Jays.
Oh really? In Dutch, it's actually spelled and said like that. Milk. Is it actually?
Oh, really?
Maybe that's the word they get it in Ontario. These Canadian Ontario people saying milk all the time. That's just because they are from.
Maybe
they're
I
Dutch.
should check my blood. I might be Dutch. Way.
She might be Dutch, everybody. I did not know that, Platerick. That's cool. I mean, Cruz, you're somebody. We like having you in the chat. You're always here and you're awesome. So
Wow.
I always hate it when people get like blocked or whatever for no reason.
Cruz, Brian was quoting the country song again.
Which one?
Looking back. Wait.
I'm looking back.
What's that song called?
And yes, air circulation. Get the smallest battery operated fans you can find and put them in the copies. We have a couple. We have two. We would like to get a lot more of those. We have two that are like you can plug into the bricks for. But battery operated would be good too.
The Dance by Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. No hard feelings. Point Break. You could, yeah, it could be very true. You're probably Dutch, Holly. We'll just go with that. She's Dutch, everybody. I know she has some Scottish in her, and she's got Hungarian, but we'll throw us a Dutch in there too, probably. We're Canadian. We're pretty much everything in Europe anyway. And I've said milk in my. Sorry, I'm from Ontario, and I've said milk my whole life that way, and I found out recently I'm Dutch. Interesting.
Oh,
there you go. Apparently, maybe it's just a Dutch thing. All the people from Ontario say. Got any weird other words you want me to check? I don't know, Holly. What do you say that's weird?
I don't say anything weird.
Aren't you guys scared of sea creatures? Yes, terrified of sea creatures. The sea is full of scary things, but I'm more excited than anything. Adventure is more exciting and overrides the fear. I mean, technically, if you see a whale, they're a terrifyingly large creature, but they're generally harmless to humans. They're usually friendly most of the time. Mark, we currently park our boat on Vancouver Island at a marina. It costs us $575 a month. We don't plan to be here all summer, though. We hope to head out and do some more stuff. I did see that, Dad. I did go back. We have a program here. We can see all the chats, and if we click on their names, we can go back and see all the chats that they recently did. It doesn't always work, but right now that program is working. So I was able to see the message that Joe said. How do Dennis or Joe or no wait sorry Platerick. I'm getting behind on everything. How do the Dutch say roof, Platerick? How do they say roof?
Oh my!
Is it like rough?
No.
On the rough.
That's not right.
Do you have your Mjolnir? Not at the moment. No, I do technically have a hatchet on board that looks like a Norse hatchet, a little tiny house tour. I can do a house tour. You would like to see the house or the boat? Andrew, I'll do that right away here. Although I think I did say on the YTs that once we hit 5 super chats, we'd do that. But because we had 2 and they were very generous, we'll do it sooner rather than later anyway. I know, I'm really bad at that. I'm not very good at like promoting ourselves. We just like give in and just give people what they want.
Did they say please?
Andrew, they said when house tour.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that says please or not, but we'll give it to when house tour. I'm going right now. Boat. We're on a boat, yes.
Then you say, when we get 5 chats, then we do the house tour.
Holly's being extra. What do you call that? I can't think of the word. Little cheap fans. I found some at the dollar store. Just set to low and change batteries when needed. We have like, where are they? I guess I can't even show you guys. There's one on the wall over here. They just plugged into the wall though, but the battery powers would be good. I will give you, Andrew, boat tour please. They did say please. We will give you the boat tour, Andrew. And yes, I have watched Marvel movies. I haven't watched a lot of the newer ones, like the last couple. But yes, I used to watch all of them. Also, I apologize. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. Are Havardson? Does anyone know what that language is? Is it like Norwegian or something? Scandinavian of some kind? Jenna, thank you for the 2 more shards of hope. And Justin, thank you for the gold medal.
Did they say helicopter?
Edicopter? Yeah, does anyone know about edicopter? I know that word. Is there good and bad marinas? 100%. Although Holly and I have only really dealt with the good ones. I have heard bad things about some. And yes, I'm getting this stream up for a tour. Oh, is my phone not going to work though? Hold on. I'm trying to get it going. It's just not working at the moment. It's frozen. Let me restart my phone, guys. I am sorry. We'll do the tour in a second. My phone is just frozen on that one thing, so I can't do it yet. Give me a second. We are currently docked. Yes. But yeah, there are good and bad marinas. There are marinas that have more or less amenities at them, and they all cost whatever they want to charge. So some parts of Vancouver Island are very expensive. Others are very cheap. Even in this, like, next door neighbors to us, the marina that we were at before was more expensive with less amenities. So it really depends on a lot of things. But the previous marina was awesome too. All the marinas we've been to have been really good. It just, it was more expensive for whatever reason, and they had less stuff. But they had like a newer dock, I guess, so there was that too. We haven't had a problem going to and from the ocean yet, but we haven't been on the big open water. And Andrew, yes, we're on that. Right now we're doing streams on 4 platforms. We're on the platform you're on, the one with the play button, the purple app, and the green app. We're on 4 different ones. And we have Wi-Fi by Starlink Internet. I'll even show you guys outside. My phone is almost restarted. I'll give you guys a tour shortly.
I guess I could open the door up so it's ready.
I have never been on a cruise ship. I don't think Holly and I would be into them. I'm not saying they are good or bad. What's going on?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm not saying they're good or bad. I just don't know if Holly and I would really be into cruise. We're not really like people persons. So
Kitty. How you doing?
I would think you were Norwegian, but how do you do with power? Do you have power from land? Are you Norwegian? I was learning a little bit of Norwegian. I would like to learn more, but I'm not good enough at Norwegian to actually be able to speak it. So I did not understand what you were saying, but I think that's really cool. I think Norwegian's a very cool language.
Aww.
I want to learn more Norwegian. We have solar panels. They're just on the roof. I'll show you guys in a second, actually, when I get the tour going here. We also right now are plugged into the marina, so we have unlimited power that way. We also have a Yanmar diesel engine on board, so we can get power that way as well. Give me a second. Oh, is it working? Hold on. It's still frozen. Why is it frozen? There. I think I fixed it. Yes. Okay, we're live. The painter rope is the rope going from the boat to the tender. Oh, really? I actually did not know that. Thank you for that.
Sorry, what was that?
The painter rope.
Okay.
The painter is the rope going from the boat to the dinghy or tender.
Oh, okay. So
why is it called a painter?
It's a painter rope and a bridle, or you just call the whole thing painter rope? Oh, wow.
Is it a painter? Is it a bridle? Holly needs to know.
Don't do that.
Same name, Andrew. We're nomadicwhims on everything. I think it's spelled the exact same, but I'm not... Oh, wait, hold on. Justin, thank you very much for the... What was that? I'm doing the tour right now, but let me just see what you just sent.
Yeah, so
the furry friends.
Oh, he won't be able to see the chat for a second, guys.
Yeah, while I'm doing the thing, I can't see the chat. My phone literally just shows, well, nothing. It just shows that I'm on a camera. But here's the kitty cat. So a couple people have asked if we have a pet on board. We do have this beautiful kitty cat. Her name is Cece. For cubic centimeters, I like motorcycling. It's something I've always been into, so I called her Cece. This is the front of the boat. It is called the V-berth. It is a full-on bedroom. There used to be a mattress in here, and underneath this wooden part is a 270-liter freshwater tank that we use for, obviously, fresh water on board, basically for drinking water and also like showers and whatever else. We got the kitty cat's automatic cat feeder right there, and then we just mostly store our clothes up here. So we don't use it for sleeping. We don't use it as a bedroom. There's also a roof hatch right there that does go out onto the boat, so you can climb out here into the marina. Right now, looking back, this is our bedroom. This is our bed. This is our gaming area. It's like our living room. It's our office. We do all our work here and also sleep and all that kind of stuff. Holly on the left side there. Hello. We have our chart plotting table. This is called Spike. It is our snake plant. We also have our shamrock plant right there. This is where you do your navigating with your paper charts. We also have our VHF radio, which is currently off. All the batteries. The thing flashing down there is actually not flashing. It's just because of camera stuff. We have an old stereo deck, and then that's for propane, the thing that's flashing. The bathroom is right here, so we do have a shower right there. We got the sink. We got the sink peanuts. We got the bathroom, the toilet down there. Kitchen, we have a stove and oven. It is propane. And I will have you guys know that Holly and I cleaned behind it today.
Oh, yes.
Because it was filthy. I don't think it's ever been cleaned. It was pretty gross. We cleaned it finally. This is an ice box. It was converted to a 12-volt fridge, so we do have that. It can work on the 12-volt system. And then air fryer and dehumidifier, although, yeah, we won't have that there when we're sailing because it would fall right on the ground. Yeah, the Yanmar engine. So here's our engine. It is a 3GM30F diesel engine. 3-cylinder, naturally aspirated, mechanically injected. It has a bunch of decompression valves for every cylinder. Very cool little engine. The back bedroom, which we also don't use as a bedroom, we pretty much just store tools in there. We got the cat litter box. We got our 3D printer, which we do use to 3D print parts for the boat if you are into that. And then Holly will open up the top 1 second. And then I'll give you guys a quick shot looking so you can kind of see the computer screen where I was doing the live and sitting. And then the kitty cat dish down below there. We have our blanket off because we were air drying it outside. Here is the cockpit for the boat. So we got our safety line over there, our safety, what do you call that ring thing? I can't, life preserver, I don't even know. We got our helm right here, our 4-stroke engine for our tender that we do not currently have. It was supposed to be here yesterday, did not show up, should be here before the 19th. We got our little barbecue up on the back there. I guess I can go out a little bit more. Wasn't there something I was supposed to look out here for somebody? I already forget. We got some solar all over the place. Uh-oh. What's happening?
Oh, I guess you heard that.
What was that for?
The internet, right?
Is it internet or is it the other thing?
Couldn't connect, I think.
Hi guys, apologies. We have internet problems. Again, it's not stormy, but it is a little bit windy. You can kind of tell. But anyway, here's the water. Here's the marina. There's actually a boat going through right over there right now. Just a little power boat. Lots of cool boats in the marina right now. That big behemoth that's kind of dirty and hasn't been cleaned in forever. All our clean looking lines that Holly was just organizing not too long ago.
I'll get that.
Oh, as I try to fall. 3 points of contact I did not do there. I would have fallen on my face. I feel like there was something I was supposed to show somebody else and I already forgot. I did kind of show the solar, so hopefully that was good. I'm sorry, Andrew. Is it still lagging? Andrew, if it's still lagging, I'll show you guys outside again.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. I'll just pop out to the roof. Holly, you can put that back. I'll just show them the water if it's a problem.
I'll do it like that.
Okay.
Narrow out.
Andrew, do we see?
Aww. That's always the worst part too. You're so excited and then lag. That happened a few times. It's so disappointing.
Yeah, we got wind here, guys. So the wind and a little bit of stormy. I'm actually surprised it's lasted as long as it has been. Yeah, the aft cabin, 100%, yeah. I just call it Kitty Cat's Poop Palace back there. Yeah, we're still new to a lot of the terms. I often just use like kitchen, living room instead of galley. What's the other one? I can't even think. Saloon, yeah. The head, yeah. I often just use the regular ones. Grr. Aft cabin. The after cabin. It's coming back now. Oh no, you're lagging so much. I'm sorry, guys. Once it comes back, we'll try to do a little bit more of a tour for you guys. It's okay. Let me know when it's good. Andrew, are we good again? Andrew, when did it start lagging for you? Did it start lagging right when I went outside? Dennis, it shouldn't honestly be a problem with the 4 different streams because it only goes to one website. So it's the website that takes all the 4 streams. We just deal with sending out to one platform. Technically 2, but we've always done that. It's mainly the main problem with our setup is the weather. When the weather's not great, it's not perfect. This time of day too. So 5:30, it's often not great because it started lagging when we showed the engine. This time of day, everyone's coming back and hopping on their internet, so we occasionally have bad internet as well. So it's probably a mixture of the weather and the amount of people going on. Yeah, we actually use a website called Caster Labs. You send your stream to that website and it sends it out to wherever you want. So we don't have to actually deal with sending our stream to everything. It takes all of the... It's kind of cool. But Andrew, did you miss the outside completely? I'll show you guys the outside if you want. I did know that, Joe. Holly and I have been learning about the ketch.
And the schooners.
And the schooners, yeah. We're a little bit more knowledgeable about that. I'll show you outside, Andrew, just because I know you probably missed it. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back. Okay, I'm going to show you... I guess you saw the engine, though, but I'll show you quickly outside. So there's the outside. There's the ocean. There's the marina. You can see all the other boats. There's our helm. There's the other side of the boat, kind of the other areas. And then, yeah, there's not much to out there. There's like, I mean, you can kind of see through this little windshield here. I can kind of actually pop up through here, maybe. You can maybe see some of our solar. So there's our solar panels on the roof right here. There's our Starlink right there. And then, there's our mast. We got 2 spreaders. I repeat, 2 spreaders. Ooh. How do we deal with being so close 24/7? Well, usually we just bump into each other and keep on going. I don't know. Holly and I have lived and worked together closely for a long time, so it's just never really been a problem. We're not perfect. We often like bump into each other and stuff, but I think we're mostly just good with it, I guess. And no, Andrew, not all of those people live on their boats. There are quite a few here at the marina that do live on their boats, but it's not everyone. A lot of those boats are just here for storage. It's been 450 days I haven't watched your live stream. That's crazy because I don't think we have been live in at all for 450 days. I don't think Holly and I have been live for more than 6 months. So, welcome back. I'm sorry you were watching somebody else's stream for so long, but... On the boat, the bathroom is called the head. It is. No, it depends. So there are break-ins. We actually have a neighbor over here that was talking about how he went down to... What city was he in? Seattle. He went down to Seattle and he had his boat broken into down there. So boat break-ins do happen. Holly and I are pretty much on our boat 24/7. And a lot of the people at this marina know everybody else. So we're in like a kind of a small, close-knit area. And if there's somebody here that's not supposed to be, everyone pretty much knows right away, which is kind of nice. We have a really good community of people at this marina. Have a great day. My respect. Thank you, Andrew. Holly and I did work really hard to get to where we are. We appreciate you. Thanks for popping into our live. What is the poll on my left? What are we talking about? Okay. This one? Oh, wait, no, this one. On my left, there. Okay, sorry, the stream's right, but my left. That is just a handle to like catch when you're. Obviously, if you're sailing, the boat like leans over and rocks a lot, so it's just that handle to like hold on to where you're going. There's another one over here. There's another one over there. There's handles and grab holds all over the boat.
It's also support too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it kind of like holds the boat up and does a whole bunch of stuff. It is very cool living on a boat. We've enjoyed it. 3 points of contact, getting out of a tractor, and a boat. Same thing, yes. Do you been to Victoria, BC? I have been to Victoria, yes, but not for a little while. The last time I was in Victoria was probably 10 years ago. It has been quite a while. Holly's also been there, but it's also been a long time for you. Probably even longer for you. Victoria? Like you were young, probably.
Oh, it was 2012, I think.
Oh, so not, I mean, pretty long time ago then.
Yeah.
Over 10 years ago now. I'm going to do something. I will watch your live stream later. Have a good one, Mr. Prince. Thanks for being here. Watch it at your leisure. There will be a VOD as always. If you want to, of course. You make me feel there's hope. You just have to find the right partner. I agree with that. So you definitely have to find the right person in life. And I do also think the world, especially with the news these days, everything always looks dark and bleak and gloomy, and there's a lot of like negativity out in the world. Hello, Brendan, Bernard, welcome.
Hello, Brendan.
But there are really good people out there too. Doing the live streams, we also often meet both sides of things. So we often see a lot of the good people in the world, and there's a lot of weird trolls that do a lot of that kind of stuff too. But there's a lot of really, really great people. It's really weird how you look at stuff too. When you're doing the lives, you'll see like one troll, and they'll ask one negative question that stands out to you more than the 99 good people you see all the time. I think as humans, we're wired to see the bad stuff. Janet, thank you very much for 4 more of your awesomes and 4 ice cream cones.
Hello, Janet.
Curious Mind, we're on Vancouver Island. Got them legs. I know, right? We were actually just oiling up our teak today, Brenda Bernard. Just want you to know.
We have lots more to go.
Yeah.
It's a big job.
Gimbal. It is gimbal, yes. I could show you guys our gimbal stove. We had to clean behind it. Ours was disgusting. I don't know if it had ever been cleaned back there. It had all kinds of stuff back there.
You don't even want to know.
Anyway, we had to clean it all out.
We are slowly going through the whole boat. It has been long.
I have very rarely had duck. I think I've had roast duck before in my life, but it was a long time ago. My grandpa used to hunt.
I think I've tried it once too. It's very greasy, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like a lot more greasy, yes. Sorry, I was thinking about that for a second. I couldn't think what that word meant. I was befuddled.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were thinking milk?
All I could think of was milk, which apparently is Dutch, by the way. That's how they say it. I always thought it was just a funny thing Ontario people said. We are currently docked, yes, and how often do you worry about climate weather? I mean, so I was watching this guy that sails all over the world, and he pretty much has no electronics on his boat, and he often doesn't even worry about the weather at all. He just like takes it as come, which is a really cool way to live, but also kind of scary, and some days it might not work out for you, depending where you are. We have quite a few different ways of like checking stuff out. Holly often says prior proper planning. So we have the Windy app. We can check and see what the weather is, what the wind is going to be like, if there's any hurricanes or storms in the area. So that's how we kind of deal with that. Holly has a great laugh. She does. She has the greatest laugh. Everyone always says that, and Holly always gets embarrassed about it.
Brendan, do you have a boulder on your swamp?
A boulder.
That's a nice
boulder.
I like that boulder.
Yeah, Brendan Bernard's a good one. This is my swamp.
This is my swamp.
We do have neighbors, yes. There's actually a guy across from us just over here. Really good guy.
Ooh.
We were talking to him yesterday. There's a guy down the dock over here. There's a guy over here. We kind of are surrounded by all kinds of neighbors. Not everyone out in this marina is a person living on their boat, but there are quite a few that do.
I mean, cleaning the fridge is always big. Yeah, for sure. It's kind of on the no fun side.
Plus, our fridge extra frosty on the edges, and we have to constantly break up the frost. Otherwise, the fridge lid constantly gets pushed open more and more every single day, and it's kind of frustrating. But it's part of the things you have to deal with on a boat, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah, the fridge is kind of a pain, I guess, on a boat compared to some. I always worry about people docked when bad weather. So at the dock is probably one of the more safe places. It obviously depends where in the world, because obviously if you're in a place that has hurricanes, that can be a whole nother situation where you can get stuck on. Where we are, we're in a very protected marina, so we're safe. But I do think that some marinas, if there's a hurricane coming, people often leave and go to another area and try to avoid it. Or they just get off their boat and watch it get destroyed, which is unfortunate. We have met a few people on here that have had their boats destroyed by hurricanes. Right now, Bex, we do walk on land pretty much daily. Actually, yeah, we did today. We did. So we're at the marina right now. We can just hop off and go walk on land. But not every day. Some days we are just on the boat doing things. As the summer approaches, we'll be sailing a lot more. We're waiting for a tender right now and a bunch of other stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is there sea legs if you live on a dock? I think so. One of the things that was probably good for Holly and I is we've done this very slowly. We moved onto the boat very quickly, but we haven't gone as far, and we've taken a day here and there to take the boat out, and we haven't gone off in super serious storms. So we've kind of eased ourselves into the boat life because we had to deal with wintertime where we pretty much were docked the entire time and only took the boat out when it was really, really nice out. So that's been nice. I would say we gained a little bit of sea legs, but we're also not on the big open rolling ocean right now. So once we get out there a little bit more, it might be a bit of a different answer for that. And Trina, have a good one. Thanks for being here. We might be winding down actually pretty quick as well. We're going to go eat supper pretty soon here. Let me just check. Let me have a peek here. Oh, yeah. Is it actually, Brendan? I mean, I would say we have some sea legs. We definitely feel a bit weird when we get off the boat and are on land. So we definitely have a little bit. We often get some waves that come through here and we do feel it. It's just not like the same as somebody who's lived out on the ocean, probably. Holly, it sucks, says Joe.
Oh, that's for the fridge.
Yeah.
It's because it's so common. It's the one you have to clean the most.
Yeah.
The oven too, but
Behind the oven's a pain, especially I bet you if you were on the water, because the waves would be like pushing that gimbal back on your head. We do save money compared to rent, yes. It depends what you want to do though, because a lot of people that sail often will go to like marinas and then they'll go eat out all the time. It depends if you're sailing to do that, or if you're sailing to like live, you can do it really cheaply. There are people that literally have their boats and they only live at the dock and they just use it as like a place to live, in which case it's very cheap. There's the guy sailing Songbird who says he spends about $300 a month, and half of that is for his Starlink. He pretty much lives on the ocean. He every once in a while has to pay for like some upkeep for his boat, but most of the time he is fishing and foraging for food, like coconuts and stuff like that. He's pretty cool. He's always on TikTok as well. But it can be very expensive. It can be very cheap. There's all the things in between. Almost like almost everything in life, I suppose. But for our experience, it has been cheaper. Do you hear any weird noises? We have heard like sea lions. They like kick off the bottom of our boat. They'll like kick off the keel, which is kind of a weird noise.
shrimp.
Yeah, the shrimp on the anchor. They make like a bacon sound. It sounds like bacon sizzling on the anchor. It's kind of weird.
It's very weird. Those ducks make bubbles on the hull, but we haven't heard that.
Yeah.
We just heard about it.
Yeah, we've heard rumors. The waste goes into a black water tank. It's at the very, very back of the boat, and then it gets pumped out into a pump out station. It is something we have to do ourselves. There are boats that'll come around and do it for you. They usually cost money. I think in Vancouver they actually have free ones that come to you because they had a problem where people were just dumping their waste overboard. So they like basically made it free so people would stop doing that, which is, I guess, nice for everybody else and kind of gross for the rest of the world. Horrible, but glow in the dark baseball. Oh, that's awesome. I have heard about that. I have never actually seen it. Just I've seen videos of it later on. A bit like a pheasant. And yeah, we're enjoying living on the water, and we definitely are excited to share more of it with you guys. We have lots of like ideas and plans to do a lot more crazy videos and stuff. We just have to get out there, and we're just waiting on the tender and a few little things. It's very frustrating, probably as frustrating as us as it is for you guys wondering why we haven't left yet. And we will, Patrick. Thank you. I'm playing on the phone. Thank you, Brendan, for doing that. Welcome back, Andrew. Wiffle ball, since I'm old now. Wiffle ball is cool.
Oh wow.
That's alias. Or Spam, we call him sometimes.
Spam's awesome.
Wiffle ball. Yeah, Spam is also a good one. If you guys ever watch his stuff on TikTok, pretty cool guy. One of the real ones out there.
Hopefully he had a good sleep because he's had a sore head.
Yeah, how are you doing today? I think you told me earlier, but I already forgotten. Not scared? I mean, I feel like if you're not scared of the ocean, you shouldn't be on the water. I think we're nervous of it, but we're also excited about it. You have to have a healthy fear of the ocean while also being,
Or motorcycles.
yeah, like everything. Pretty much anything somewhat dangerous, you have to have a little bit of a healthy fear of it. Are they being mean? Nobody's being mean. I think everyone's good.
Am I being mean?
No, I don't think so.
I hope not. I'm sorry.
Captain Dustoff, we want to eventually go to Mexico, but we'll sail around here first. So we're going to be sailing in BC for the summertime. Yeah, if you guys want to join, what Brendan said, but you have to be a member for that. It's members only. No one is being mean, I don't think, Mike. I mean, Alias, I like your content. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's real.
He said it's lame.
No, it's not.
I love it. I think you're very real with all your stuff. Also, I love your boat. I know you always say it's small and whatever else, but it's cool that you live on that small boat and you're doing as much as you have been doing with it. So we're gonna have to hang out and go fishing one day. I know we keep saying that, but one day we'll actually get there.
What do you call that? Break bread.
Yeah, break bread, exactly. This is my first time seeing you guys. Great to see, happy. Yeah, exactly. That's what we always say. Alternative choices in the world. Not everyone has to do this. Not everyone has to like what we're doing or even agree with anything we're doing. I just think it's cool to show people that there are other ways of doing stuff. Again, we have our one of our moderators in our chat is Trina, and she does the same thing as us, but just on land. So RV. Our boat is basically an RV on the water. That's all it is. Mexico is dangerous. Mexico can be dangerous, but so can Canada. I do know there are cartels. I do know there's all kinds of bad stuff out there. The world is filled with bad stuff, but if you let the bad stuff scare you from doing anything, you're never going to go anywhere. Fear is not something you should let rule your life. There's also a lot of safe places in Mexico. It's just knowing where to go and what to do. There's a lot of really amazing people down in Mexico. My sister lived in Mexico for the last like 2 or 3 years before she moved to Germany. So yes, there are dangerous spots, but there's also dangerous spots in Canada, the US, everywhere in the world. No, we actually did not know how to sail before we bought the boat. I mean, we kind of had an idea of how to sail, but we didn't know, we've never done it before. So we learned kind of online, watching stuff, talking to people that actually have done it. The waste goes into a holding tank, and then we get it pumped out at a pump out station. Get a windsock. I mean, we don't have a windsock. That's actually a good idea. We have like a wind vane on top, but it's kind of damaged right now. We need to actually replace that.
It still works.
We just have the back part of our wind vane is the only thing hanging on. So we have like the, what do you call it, like the feather part of it?
The pointer's missing.
The pointer's missing, so it does still point the proper direction. It's just, it's unbalanced, so it doesn't work perfect, which is kind of a pain in the butt.
That's from the seagulls, or the crows. Was it the crows?
I think they always say seagulls do that.
Good.
Exactly. It takes courage to change the world. The world can be dangerous in almost every country, and I feel like a lot of people let the fear of everything rule their lives. There's people that sail all the time. Sailing is not something new. People have been doing it for a long time, and people have been living in Mexico for a long time. There's a lot of safe areas as well. I like steelhead trout. Is that right? I feel like I said that wrong. Is that it? Steelhead trout? Yeah.
Mackerel, I think I heard.
Mackerel's good. I also like salmon. I haven't caught an ocean salmon yet, though.
Salmon.
Your hands look strong. I mean, oh, you're that person again.
Oh my.
I've worked my whole life, so I guess my hands are strong. I was worked as a mechanic, so you know. Yeah, it's not all bad, exactly. I feel like there's just as bad places in Canada as there is down in like any other part of the world. There's also a lot of really amazing people down in all these countries. Pizza Talk, welcome back. Is that all you think about? Respect everyone, exactly. But yeah, having a windsock would just be nice as like a backup for that kind of stuff.
We gotta get a Canadian flag too for the back.
Yeah, we need to get we keep talking about getting a fun little kitty cat pirate flag, a really silly looking one, so it's not to be taken too serious by people.
Oh yeah, we should do that too.
We did buy our boat from a brokerage, yes. And we haven't sailed a lot, yet. We are working on that. We have taken the boat out though. I think it's cool too. Obviously, if you have the option to go like learn to sail at a proper like course or something, they'll give you a big leg up on doing stuff. But when I've talked to pretty much everyone that I know that has sailed in the area, they all say they learned on their own. So I think it's totally doable. It's just if you got the chance to and you have the money to like go to a proper course, that would give you a big leg up on a lot of other people.
It depends who you are too, and sometimes you have to mix up all different ways of learning.
Yeah, even if you do a proper course, it doesn't mean you're going to know. You're still going to have to get out and actually do it yourself, so. But especially more content that supports your life. Thank you very much, Beck. Appreciate it. Also, let me make sure that's up. Okay, good. Sometimes I miss stuff. And Bex, we have quite a few, if you're interested, of course. We have like a ton of stuff in our description we actually have merch and stuff. Again, nobody has to buy it. It doesn't actually help us that much. It's kind of cool more than anything else. But yeah, we also make videos and do all kinds of stuff. So if you ever want to check us out, we have social media pretty much everywhere, and we're the same name on everything. So pretty much it's all the same stuff on every platform. But if you like a platform better than another one, we have options if you guys are interested. Right now we're in Vancouver Island, Pizza Talk.
Oh, we gotta fix our merch a bit.
And I do agree, fear keeps you safe, which is why I always say you should have a healthy fear of the ocean. Fear keeps you safe, but it also keeps you from doing anything exciting in life. If I was scared of riding a motorcycle, I would never have done it, and I would have been missing out on one of the most amazing things I've ever done in my entire life.
This looks so...
Oh, Alias just got a British Columbia flag, too.
Oh, no way.
I need to get we need to get a Canadian one, and then, yeah, probably a couple others, but thank you for answering, of course. $1.50? Did you find that at the same place? What is she laughing at back there? I'm not sure. Holly, what are you laughing at back there?
I can't remember now.
There's probably something I said or one of the chats I read out. A new summer wardrobe. I know, we need new summer wardrobes too.
I would love that. Don't talk about that. We can't do that.
I know, we got merch. Our merch is not that exciting yet. We have, so all the merch that we have, we only have like one image or whatever you want to call it, but it is art that Holly actually made herself. So it's an octopus, and we put it on like a couple hats, a couple shirts. We actually had, I don't know if he's still in here, Cap the Sasquatch. I don't know if you're still here. He's actually bought 2 of the hats. It actually looks really, really cool. I actually might have photos I could show you guys that are the actual image of them, because I think on the website it just kind of has like a rendered image, which is not an actual image, but he bought them and said the quality was really nice.
Aww.
Let's see if I can find them. Oh, right here. So again, this is going to be a camera through a camera, but there is, oh, hold on, let me make sure I can see what I'm showing you guys. So there's one of the hats. It's got a little octopus. Just says Nomadic Whims on it. Obviously, that's not for everyone. Not everyone's going to want that kind of hat. We also have the gray one. Cool little octopus that Holly... Did you draw it first?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
you drew it and then you watercolored. And she has been working on another couple pieces of art. It's one of those things we have a lot of time. Don't have a lot of time for the extras, so...
I mean, it just goes with...
Yeah, the ocean is definitely scary. I agree, Spam. The ocean is scary, but I think everyone has to have... You have to have a healthy respect for stuff, or healthy fear. I'm scared of falling off my motorcycle, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to ride my motorcycle. It just means I'm going to be careful while on my motorcycle.
Yeah.
David, no. That's a good way to lose your boat. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Fear keeps you from pushing it too far. I agree with that. If you override your fear too far, that's when you get to things that maybe you shouldn't be doing. Great. Must respect the ocean 100%. The ocean can be an extremely dangerous place if you're, if you're not prepared for it and you're not respecting it.
Don't.
Keeps you safe. It definitely does keep you safe. Fear is a good thing to have. It just sometimes people let fear rule them, and that's not always the best. Umran, if you could rewrite the biblical 10 Commandments for a secular spirituality attuned audience, what would it be? That is, I don't even know. I have no idea. A secular spirituality attuned audience. I would have to go and spend some time looking at that for a bit. I mean, don't steal. I feel like that's obvious. Don't do anything to anyone else. Respect everybody. Love your neighbor as yourself. I feel like that's fairly obvious as well. I think the commandments are fairly universal no matter what, if you read them. As long as it depends on the translation, of course. But I think the 10 Commandments are generally just a very good guideline for living your life as anybody. I broke my arm so bad it was dangling. Pretty much quit skateboarding after that. Woo!
Yuck. Ooh.
I have never broken my arm. I have only ever broken my face. That's what I've broken. Luckily for me, I don't know how I've never broken anything else because I've done some skateboarding as well. But I was never as good as a lot of people. Alias, were you good at skating when you did it? I know, it's a bit of an odd question. I'm not entirely sure. I just, be good to other people is, I think, the underlining rules that everyone should just follow. Just, be good to other people and don't cause problems with other people. Yeah, respect the waters 100%, even in life. With scruples, I believe. Pearly, how are you doing? Pearly53, I haven't seen you in a minute. It's been going well. I'm picking up a new bike this weekend. Super pumped. Hope all is well. Yeah, it's good. What kind of bike are you picking up this weekend? Like a dirt bike or a sport bike or a cruiser? What are you doing?
Another KTM.
KTM, yeah. I just didn't hang with industry people. Oh, man. Alias, that's cool. You do a lot of cool stuff. Skating.
Yeah,
and I like your artwork as well. You do some cool art. Have you been doing any art, Alias, recently? Or you've been busy with, boat stuff, obviously, but... Oh, that's awesome. Joe says friends on another boat had acquired a high-powered water spraying utensil, and when sailing would get us when we were on deck. That's crazy. That would have to be a pretty high-powered one. Total Tech has said hi, Holly.
Hello, Total Tech. How are you doing on this day?
If you ever have sea experience that defies logic, please make sure. We will. If we ever see anything in the world that's like super crazy or random, we'll definitely try our best to share everybody.
Yeah. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do that.
Oh, that's awesome, Alias. That's cool. I mean, people that were hardcore skaters, they often just ended up breaking stuff because it's a pretty hardcore sport. On a bike, on mistake. Welcome back, Cruz. How's it going? We can order a dessert at my place. Oh, we can order dessert. Oh, it's you again.
Hello there.
Our boat was 36,000 Canadian. No art lately. Ah, that's too bad. I know you're busy anyway. You got so much going on. And it's all good, Pearly 5-3. Everyone's got their life to live, so we understand. I have no idea. I don't think anything helps with a home printer. Home printers are just problematic from the start.
Yeah.
Heckles, what's going on?
Hey, Ace.
Ace, how are you doing today? Are you actually banned? I'm gonna have to check that after. Maybe it didn't show up on our end. We'll have to check. Or maybe TikTok got you in trouble for some reason. I don't even know.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. My revenge found a long strip of rubberized fabric. I made it a huge slingshot between our two masts. Water balloons. That'd be a wild. That's a wild battle right there.
That's serious business.
That is serious business. We do have a kitty cat. She's right here, just chilling on my head.
That's really funny.
How are you doing, Ace? Guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here pretty quick, but I will give you guys a quick outside view as well. So that'll be kind of the end of the stream. And yeah, we need some flags. We need the Canadian flag. We would need, obviously, the U.S. flag if we cross through the U.S. Mexican flag would be cool when we go down there. I'm whining. I'm going to check it out anyway, Cruz. I'm going to make sure that you're good on our side of things, but... I know. Alias, right? That would be sick. A potato cannon.
Oh my, but potatoes are so expensive.
Well, we don't have to buy potatoes. We'll launch water balloon. Actually, that would not work at all. That'd just go up, blow up in the... Oh, wait. Is it going to work? Hold on 1 second. I'll show you guys the outside before we wind on the stream here. This will be the last thing. The end of the stream is here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will quickly give you a outside view so you guys can see the marina that we're at.
Oh, yeah. We were supposed to do that a while ago.
What you think is the most existential threat to our species? Probably ourselves, to be honest. People are really good at being very, what do you call that? Selfish. Yeah, people are very selfish and greedy, and we're all at risk of destroying ourselves because of our greed and selfishness.
Double on the greed, guys.
Yeah, double on the greed. Unfortunately, that's humans in general, so try not to be the greedy people that everyone else seems to want to be in the world, so... There you guys go. That is the outside of the boat. That is the marina that we're in right now. It's very beautiful, although kind of cold. Not cold, but it's not sunny today. So there's our helm. And then here's the kitty, guys. She will give you guys some words of wisdom on the way out. Ace, thank you very much for the gifts. The rose, the friendship necklace, and I don't even know what that last one is. Let me get over here before we wind down. And I know, sorry Ace that you just showed up and we're heading out. But it is that time. Holly and I gotta do some stuff. Ace, are you going live later on? Oh, where'd my mouse go?
No, it's, is it Friday?
No, it's not. It's Thursday today, I guess. So probably not today. Not yet. Yeah, treat people like you would like to be treated. I feel like more people should do that.
Well, yeah, for sure.
It was so much fun. Peace and love, everybody. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys all have a great afternoon. We'll be back live probably tonight around the 9:30 or 10. Holly is already excited about it, I can tell.
No, I'm not excited about that.
Yeah, have a good one, everyone. Thanks for being here. We will talk to you later.
Thank you, guys.
If I can click the right buttons. Thank you, guys. And Holly is waving too. Don't worry.
I am waving.
Oh, further. There we go. Goodbye, everybody.